Righto, boys, welcome back. We got episode 13, I think.
13, yep.
So we're going to rip and tear. We got a few things to cover today for sure. I know that you fucking edited in some wild shit. We got head transplant, which I'm fucking keen to touch on. Jet, you got the Google up ready for that. This week, Chris, what's been going on?
Fuck all, man. Not much.
Bad weather your way?
Yeah, been pissing down, but yeah, not much. I didn't do much, but the girls went to watch some fucking dude at some concert in Brizzy overnight.
I seen the Lily posted that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that cunt. Who was it?
Montel Fish.
You heard of him? Oh, we got Frenchy in the building, by the way, guys. Frenchy, pop your head in. There you go. There you go. The Frenchman with the hot take in the last episode, as you know.
Yeah, so all the girls went, so all the boys were just home fucking relaxed with no fucking yapping, you know what I mean? But,
That's elite.
Jet's missus was there, Tamelia. She's
Oh, no.
she's pregnant. Jet's going to be a dad at 18.
How's that? Did
Well
you hear
done
about
for
this?
throwing your life away.
Oh, Jet's going to be... supportive father over here.
No.
Yeah, Jet's having a kid, Carson Arthur Reeve, I believe. No, not Carson Arthur.
No.
Carson Tate Reeve.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Apparently.
God, no way.
But
You know why I don't like that.
you don't like Andrew Tate?
I do, but I don't want to, have my nephew's middle name be fucking
It's
Tate.
a pretty aggressive name. I like it.
No, I don't mind it. It's all right.
It might grow on me, Jet, but...
It's going to have to.
But 18 years old,
18 years old. I mean,
I don't know who would do that.
5 years from how old
Nah,
you are
Jet.
now
It's good.
was fucking... Yeah.
I had you here when I was 18, so
Yeah.
and I turned out all right, so you'll be right, mate.
Yeah, you'd be
That'd be
right.
sweet.
Think about it. You'll be able to play footy. You still have that young time like Dad was when I was a kid. You'd be able to teach your kid how to ride bikes and fucking carry on. Well, not like I won't be able to do that, but
Yeah, you won't. You're fucking.
I won't be
rinsed.
able to do it in 10 years. You'll be able to fucking ride pushies with your kids when they're in grade 6. Cunt, I won't be able to do that. I'm fucked, cunt. Have you worked out how old your kid will be in, what year it'll be when he turns 18? Because that's a fucking
Oh,
trip.
that's crazy, yeah.
So he'll be born 2026.
He'll be 36, mate.
2025,
Oh, 2025 born.
August.
Well, 18
20
and 18
well-
is 36, right? So he'll be 36.
Hey, is that
18
right?
and 18 is 36? Does that make sense?
No, because he's not born in 2000.
Born 2006.
No, you're saying yes.
It'll be, I'll tell you what it'll be.
Yeah.
20 years is 2045. Take 2. 2043, your kid will be 18.
Fuck, where did I come up with that, man?
I don't know. You started his 8, no, because you
I thought I was
started,
onto it.
you started at 2000. 18 and 18 from the year 2000 is 36.
Yeah, right.
But not from 2006.
I thought you meant how old would he be when his son's 18?
No. What
He
year,
will
I
be-
said, what year will it be?
Yeah, well, he'll be a 36, right? Does that make
That's
sense?
correct.
That's where my math
That's
comes in.
right,
Yeah,
that's
I got
right.
you. Yeah, fucking hell.
But you think about 2043, and your kid will just be able to buy a beer at a pub.
Can't,
That
I'll, be,
seems-
crazy.
I'll be like 65 or some shit, won't I?
You'll be older than that.
Oh,
no,
no.
Jokes, your maths is fucked tonight. No, Jokes, no, I think you're right.
That's my electrician fucking maths coming out of here.
yeah. Call this bloke
Calculator.
for a job, he'll fucking sort you out. I got rained out today, but it was a beautiful week all week up in
It was magic.
Nambour, surprisingly.
Until
of all
today.
places. Until today. I woke up this morning, looked out the window and went, yes.
You're full of shit. It's never good in Nambour.
Well, not due to society, but
No,
weather
no.
sometimes pulls it in a bit. But no, I woke up this morning, looked out the window, and I went, "You beauty! There's no way we're working in this for that long."
You still get paid, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
not our fault, you know.
Mm-mm.
So
Fair
we
enough.
just get that rain pay. This cunt's minted anyway. Building houses, I think he's got 4 on the go at a time, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Well, I'm fucking repping Sizzle to see my shit. Look at this shit.
yeah, get up, show the camera. You get
Take your
doubled
shit
up.
out, cunt.
Any more sizzled, you'd be fucking crispy, cunt.
Damn, I'm 45. Look at me, cunt.
I hate smoking weed too.
I'm just rocking it, man.
Nah, it looks fucking mint.
That's right. Go
You wear it
Sizzle.
out, bro?
Thanks, James. I've probably never worn it out, no.
Well, we got a few shows coming up on other pods. You gonna wear it? We got to rep it.
I'll rep it. Fucking, I know, yeah. We'll fucking shout out to James at Sizzle for giving it to us.
Yeah, 100% shout out, James. Go get yourself some fucking shit from
Yeah.
sizzle.com. Topics-wise, what's the first thing we want to run into here?
I don't know. We were talking about earlier about what movies that fucking we watched when we were younger that kids should be watching
like
these days.
cultural movies to watch growing up. Like, I think there was a few that you got us to watch, and I remember the big ones that stand out are like Forrest Gump. That's a classic movie. Like, I don't know how old we were. My mic's being a bit fucked here, but I don't know how old we were.
It's got a floppy one.
But it was the full flop. Needs a fucking blue pill. Anyway. Yeah, fucking Forrest Gump. And I remember watching it maybe 10 or something. You're like,
Yeah.
this is a movie we've got to sit down and watch. I remember we went to Wow Sight and Sound. Shout out to them, and if you remember that shit. Do you remember that?
Yeah, well.
Do you remember that, Jet?
What was it?
Wow Sight and Sound. Opposite Balaclava State
It
School.
was like JB Hi-Fi back in the
boys
day,
know.
basically.
Yeah. It was like big fucking cartoon writing on the building. Anyway,
Yeah.
we went in there and you got the, must have been payday because we got the Forrest Gump tin case.
Oh, fuck.
Like it was legit. It had like the GTA map of the thing in the back. No, just a map of the movie in the back.
Yeah.
But that was a fucking classic.
Yeah.
And I remember saying it. Was Forrest Gump a real person, Dad? Did he do all this?
Yeah,
Like, it was
everyone
just
says
so
that.
convincing.
All the kids said, "Fuck, is this a real story?" I'm like, "No, man, it's bullshit."
No,
But it
no,
just ties
this is
in well.
fucking Tom Hanks. Dude.
Ties in
Settle
well.
down.
Yeah.
He's just fucking stuck on an island a year before this, trying to fucking make friends with a ball.
He's had a big
had
couple of
fucking-
years.
Yeah, that's part 2. Have you seen the prequel of Forrest Gump yet? Nah, Goonies was another one.
Yeah.
And that had some good actors that they were kids at the time and became
Yeah, they're
Thanos,
good now.
the Big
Thanos
Brother.
and like fucking Sam.
Samwise
from,
Gamgee.
Yeah, from fucking Lord of the Rings.
That Asian dude just won an Oscar, the Asian kid.
Yeah, because he was in that fucking, what is it? Oh, I can't think of the name. That real weird movie that got the Oscar. It was like, fuck, I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm
the
not
thing
sure.
I was thinking of is like the movies that you're talking about. Like, well, Goonies was my era, so that was like 80s.
Yeah.
But Forrest Gump, I was like fucking 25 or some shit when that came out.
Yeah.
So that
Wow.
like, but
Did you
then-
watch it at the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been fucking
was sick.
sick.
But like, I remember trying to show you movies that I was watching when I was a kid, and I was like, these are sick. And I remember you watching it going, and you Jet, and going, that is dog shit, Dad.
What was it?
Like there was Labyrinth, I think is one.
Yeah.
With fucking David Bowie with
Yeah.
that
Have you-
fucking hell mullet, you know.
And he sat on like a big chair and he was the man. He had the ball of
Yeah, that
a
one.
glass
Yeah, yeah.
ball
And
and shit.
every other character pretty much was a puppet. And
You
it was
know-
just fucking shit.
You know, I remember watching that when you guys were having like a jam session or a party at Ricky's, and I remember sitting in the lounge room watching it on like the volume was on like 3 in the
Like
lounge room.
Labyrinth,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
What
sitting
is
there
going
watching it
on?
like I don't know what the fuck is happening.
You can't even
It's
read
like
the
a
lips
bad-
'cause
it's
they're
like a
puppets.
Bad acid trip that movie. Yeah,
It is, bro.
That
It's
was
fucked.
gnarly. And then I put up what do you say, Labyrinth?
Yeah, and then there was
Story Before Time. No,
yeah. No, it was fucking
what's it called? The one that the dog dragon.
Never Ending Story.
Never Ending
There's
Story.
a new one coming out too. Apparently, they're doing another remake of it.
Oh my god.
So hopefully that'll be better. But I remember
won't
showing you,
hit
and
the
I
box
think you
office.
turned it off 20 minutes in. Like, this is fucked.
Mm.
There's lots of puppets in that too.
Great.
In the 80s was like just special effects were puppets. Yeah,
Proper puppets. I remember watching
no
it in like
CGI.
grade 5. We had to watch it in class. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
forced to sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
It's way better than English or whatever the fuck was meant to happen.
There's Valcor, the fucking
I don't know.
the dog dragon thing.
'Cause it was like I literally don't know the storyline of that. I know the dog dragon being a blue weird cunt and a kid.
He
with it.
wasn't blue. He was white.
Was he?
Yeah.
There you go. I fucking don't know.
And there was 2 of them as well.
Yeah,
There was
right.
Never Ending Story 1 and Never Ending Story 2. And I think if
They
you
made
think about
2.
it, they never end.
Oh,
It's never
number
ending.
2 was just infinite sign, never ending infinite. Number 2.
Yeah, you can watch it forever. Yeah.
Fuck, I was about to say something else too about that. Oh, I can't fucking remember, but
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, the Lamb. Apparently, you know American Pickers. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, not apparently, but on one of them episodes, I remember back in the day, they found that prop, the dragon prop.
Oh, the Valcor one.
Yeah.
Right.
On like, or maybe it was on Pawn Stars, or someone brought that cunt in, or there was a show. There was a show that they used to have lots of props and stuff, and they used to buy them, and
Yeah, I've
it was like
seen
a
it.
prop
I don't know
show.
what it's
I
called.
think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
They
someone
used to buy
bought
the
that
old
cunt,
props.
and it
Yeah,
was
right.
just sitting in some cunt's barn for like 40 years. Just like, you want fucking Rudolph? What's his name?
Valcor.
Valcor. You want this cunt here? Get him in.
Yeah.
How do you wear it? You just put him on your head and you dance around, mate. and you
What's
fucking-
some other ones then?
What's some other ones from your childhood?
Nah,
One's from mine.
Yeah, yours. Yeah, yours.
Surf's Up. Bro, my kid's already watched it, and he was 9 months old and asleep, and that was on. And I fucking put that
We're
shit
watching
on.
this tonight.
I said, son, you better watch this. Put that bottle in your mouth and fucking keep them eyes open.
Just fucking hold his eyes open.
And then he heard that song. You know the classic fucking Surf's Up song? Pearl Jam or something?
No, it's Green Day.
No, it's not. It's
Dun, 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 dun,
Incubus?
dun, dun,
Incubus.
dun. Oh, yeah.
Drive.
Drive,
I
right.
just spat everywhere. Cop that. Yeah, Incubus. As soon as that song came on, brother, he was asleep. Understandably.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it's
fucking.
a
I was
soothing
sitting
song.
beside him like this. Nah, dude.
It's very soothing. Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Fuck. See, these are two. Yeah. This is new.
This
for
is
me.
old. This was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So you would have been, what, 25? Can't settle down. When I was a kid. Those came out when I was 20. Well, you were younger than I am now when they came out. But they weren't kids' movies. Like, they weren't childhood movies.
That's
for
the
you.
thing. They fucking kind of, it's like a family movie. That's what they do now.
Yeah.
So everyone
felt-
can watch it.
I've named 2 cartoons, which isn't great.
No, what else you
Like
got?
real childish movies. Where's me notes? There was another one in there, wasn't there?
I haven't. What do you got here? You've got Back to the Future, Shark Tale.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Shark's Tale is a fucking banger, and it always is. The chick fish in that was my first cartoon crush. She was hot as fuck. Brody, same thing. You too.
I think that was Angelina Jolie, right?
Oh mate, I wouldn't.
Wait, was
wouldn't
it the
surprise
real
me.
hot one, or was it the because there's
It
two
was a
fish?
hot fish. So fucking, as far as that goes,
Was it a real hot fish, or
Yeah,
was it
it was
the?
a hot
Oh, was it
fish.
these like the
it
girl
was a
next
bad
door?
girl fish.
Yeah, was it the? You had the girl next
Yeah,
door fish
yeah,
too.
yeah.
That was Renee Zellweger.
And then the Angelina Jolie
Yeah,
was
it
like
was the
the
badass
fucking
hot
thought
bitch. Yeah, the
chick who was
thought-
in the
yeah.
apartment. Remember up the top?
Yeah, she was a
Yeah,
guppy.
shit. She was a fighter fish or something, I swear. She's walking around in her 2 fucking fins and shit. Hot as
boner.
fuck, dude. I jacked off a few times to that.
Oh.
Nah, jokes. Straight to the fish tank too, just to make it feel real. Nah, jokes. Nah. Shark's Tale, I said Back to the Future
Oh, bro,
is
that-
a win.
It's
because-
timeless, that one.
Yeah,
Anyone
literally.
can watch it.
You can
Yeah.
go back in time and watch it, or you can go to the future. No, that's shit as.
Well, I showed it to Harlan. He's 10.
He loved it.
He loved it. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this. I'm like, just watch it. Trust me. He's like, that was awesome. We watched them all. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I
it's a
reckon-
movie you can just keep watching.
Yeah, they got one. What do you reckon's the best one? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, I'm gonna say
It's
two.
between 1 or 2.
Yeah.
2's the best, I think, because they go to the almanac.
They go 20.
Biff.
Where do they go? 2021 or something.
2020.
No,
2015.
2015,
10 years
it
ago,
was
they
nothing
reckon.
like it.
Flying cars and shit.
Good
Maybe
prediction.
not in Australia, anyway. Fucking. But
Yeah, that was
I-
the best one.
I reckon number 2 is the best too, because Biff gets loaded. The
Yeah.
whole fucking town goes to shit, and then they have to bring it all back. I reckon it's fucking sick.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was good.
And
But
it should have been way easier to bring that back than it was. Just go back to before he bought the almanac and
bang.
sort
Rich
But
cunt.
anyway, and he was ahead of his time, old Doc, putting rubbish in the fucking fuel tank to get that cunt running.
Yeah.
Imagine, I remember seeing that as a kid going, some cunt's got to sort that out. Where I could fucking
How
go
good would that
time
be?
travelling off banana peels. I can
And
count
Pepsi
me.
cunt, yeah.
Pepsi pours it in, throws the can in there. There goes 10 cents, cunt. No, dude. That was more movies on my kind of, growing
Yeah.
up. What was the Goonies? Was the Goonies out when you were a kid?
Yeah,
like, what
so
year was that?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
You want to Google that, Jet? Goonies release
I think it
date?
was about. It would have been roughly 86, I reckon.
That's pretty good
Maybe
for its
even
time,
later.
eh?
Maybe even 89. But I'm just fucking throwing it out there. But
What do we got, Jet?
We got
88?
85.
85.
85.
There you go.
Look, there's fucking
You're
me,
five.
cunt. Bring that picture up. That's me sauced. Holy bro. That's not far off, dude. That was me
Nah,
before
bro.
the veneers, cunt. Bro. Legit. I mean, the bloke, Keenan, the bloke I used to work with, we mentioned him before. Is that the guy who played him? Fuck,
Must be.
He aged well, that
They
cunt.
put so much plasticine on that cunt's face. So.
Oh, so I thought he might have originally looked like
Oh.
that, and then he
He's
had
had
plastic
plastic
surgery to
surgery.
get back a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been to Turkey. He's fucking done some shit, that cunt. Anyway, that is a wild thing to see. I shouldn't show my kids that till 5 at least.
And he was a big cunt too, that dude. Eh? Like, that dude who played him.
That was a random movie. Remember when he's on the ship at the end and he rips open his shirt and he's got a Superman
Superman?
shirt on?
Yeah,
And he fucking sails down the thing. That was weird.
He
ending.
watched a lot of TV. That's the thing, you know.
That's all he
why-
did.
Yeah, just sitting in that
Strapped to
chair.
the fucking chair with the food just out of reach, eh?
Oh,
Hey, you guys. That was fucking sick. Guy Keenan I used to work with, we used to have beers out at the yard after work, and he'd just fucking stare at me. And then he'd just say that. He'd be like, you know what you look like, Dill?
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'll be like, what, bro? And he'd be like, old mate from the Goonies. And I'm like, fuck you, man. Like, what do you do about
I wouldn't
that?
know.
How do you go about, say, coming back from that? And he's
Yeah.
like a good-looking dude. I'm like,
Oh,
fuck
you got nothing to come
I
back
know.
with.
I'm like, you're a jock cunt. That's all I could say.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that was only real fucking kids movie from that you can remember.
Well, fuck, I can't think.
What
It's a
about
long
like-
time
what about
ago.
like,
I'm old.
It's not a kids movie, but Scarface. Was that significant when it came out?
Not. I only watched that when I was older. Like I'm sure for adults it was sick back in the day, but yeah, I didn't watch it, man. Like until recent, like till 10
Because
years ago. Or something.
that's such a good movie. That's my
That's
top
a good
five.
movie, man. That's sick.
It starts sick. Like, them old
Yeah.
movies, they usually wind in, he takes a minute. That one's like, you're fucking in. You're
Yeah.
hooked straight away.
And
When
the
it gets
end's
brought
fucking
into-
just bang, peaks
I know,
right out.
the
eh?
ends, we won't ruin it, but the end's fucking...
You're a bunch of cockroaches.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
fucking sick, dude.
It's a good movie.
It
man.
makes you inspired. I went and bought a fucking ounce of rack after I watched it. No, jokes. Just sniffed it all by myself. Made a bunch of phone calls, and by the time I'd finished all the calls, the coke was all gone. So, no. And I had to go to
And
hospital.
Michelle Pfeiffer was, back in the day then too. Michelle Pfeiffer, the
Oh,
chick.
is that her?
Yeah,
Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold, eh?
yeah, she
Bruno
was
Mars,
good
shout out.
back then.
Yeah, right.
Michelle Pfeiffer, that white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I can't really recall any other really fucking, movies. That,
Well, there was only TV been around for about 4 years.
yeah, we had 2 channels and shit.
Did ya?
Yeah. That was all we had.
You smack the TV, turn it up, or what is it? Smack it to get
Nah,
it.
you get a bit fuzzy.
Oh,
fucking
can you
give it
turn
a
the
whack.
TV up, son?
It's-
Just go to the side of it. How many slaps you want?
There was a knob on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So it's both knobs, wasn't it? Knobs to channel, knobs to.
Yeah. The real old ones, they'd make them in it was like a cabinet, They'd make it. It wasn't like just a TV.
By a hole.
It'd be like a screen in like a chested, like it looked like a fucking cabinet,
Yeah, right.
So you'd have like all the speakers and shit. Like it was flash, but it was huge, cunt. And if it started getting fuzzy, you'd hit the top and it'd fucking fix it.
Do you know why that would
No.
work?
I think it was because it was like projected from a bulb at the back and shit. So if you banged it, it kind of fixed it. I don't know.
And them TVs were full of gas and shit, eh? Like if you seen cunts hit them with bats and they
they
fucking
pop.
explode
Yeah.
like a light bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck. That era of TVs was all magic anyway. That
Yeah.
shouldn't have been real, shouldn't have happened. Like, how
No.
does that even work?
No, but we had 2 channels. We had fucking ABC, which is the Australian fucking
The old-
broadcasting,
Yeah.
And it was like, what was it back? NQTV up North Queensland TV. That's what it was. And
Oh, what was that about?
you had fucking
Another croc attack on Barron River.
pretty much.
Pretty well.
You had 2. It was one show at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch ABC because it'd be dog shit. Although in the afternoons they had like cartoons and stuff, so you'd watch that for a certain amount of time, and fucking every day it was the same. Like the same. Everything came on at the same time.
Yeah. And there's nothing else to watch. Like, there was no.
And we only watched TV at night. We never fucking sat around watching TV during the day. It was like fuck,
wasn't on during the day.
we
or
were never
anything.
home, cunt. We were always out.
Yeah.
We didn't come home at all.
Yeah.
Being home was shit because they make you do work or you fucking,
Yeah.
or they're bitching about something. So as soon as the sun came up, we were gone. If we weren't at school, we were out of the house, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
gone.
for sure. Because what do you do at home when there's fucking nothing? Like I'm not like huge on my screen. Like I'm pretty bad on my phone in my spare time.
Yeah.
That's my like cool down thing. Sit down on my phone, just watch some shit that is retarded for an hour or so.
Well, that's the way of the world now, though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
back in the 90s and the late 80s, early 90s when I was a kid, we had nothing, man. We had fucking... We did shit like fucking... We went out building like cubby houses. Like you'd have your boys and you like fucking push down trees and fucking take scraps of wood and make houses, and then
Yeah.
you'd light fires and burn your toys just to watch them melt, or you fucking
Yeah.
you'd always have like a Playboy stuffed under a log somewhere, and fucking so you'd sit down with the lads. Oh, look at
Yeah,
the
see,
tits on
that's
that.
that leads me to another question I might have had for you, but being like, do you think the impact of screens on kids nowadays? Like, I was watching the footy, right?
Mm.
And I'm looking at my boy, and I'm thinking, well, as soon as my boy turns old enough, he's gonna start footy, and he's already like, I'm big on like not letting him be super screen orientated and like just get out and do shit on bikes and be kids.
Yeah, that's
And
hard to.
I know
police,
it's hard
though.
to do,
Yeah.
but at least for my first 2, I can be a fucking stubborn cunt because I'm young enough still to give a fuck. Or
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I've
fair
known,
enough.
as you get older, I'm sure you've had. You're on your 5th kid, and you're like, fucking watch the TV, whatever. You know what I mean?
Easy, cunt.
Yeah. Watch the fucking TV. I've done enough bike riding and teaching. But me, I'm fresh. I'm like, don't fucking sit in front of the TV. When my kid can walk, we'll go on and do it. Like, I can't wait for that. And we can go do shit and kick shit. Same with you, Jet.
But it is the way of the world, though. Like fucking, kids are just influenced to do that now.
Well,
you
that's what I was saying.
And
Like,
it's simple stimulation, Like,
that's what I was saying. When I was watching the footy, I was thinking, obviously there's still going to be a margin of kids with parents like myself where they go footy, you know,
Yeah.
footy or not footy, but sports. Do something physical.
Yeah.
Have a camaraderie within a team and do that stuff, you know. But I was thinking, I wonder what footy and sports and physical sports, especially ones that are like footy where you're rough and you're tough and you got to be hard, you know. I'm thinking,
Well, it's
what will that look like in 20 years when all these kids that are on screens and phones and have never fallen off a bike proper, like scrape their legs off?
That's
what
it.
are they going to do when they're in the front row of a footy team?
I agree,
And they
man.
got someone like Fraser there who's just fucking
Lived
bumped
in-
his head since he was born and ready to fuck, you know, like...
Ready to fuck.
Yeah, ready to fuck. You're Samoan? That's my favourite. Get out of here. No, jokes.
But yeah, that's definitely. I think it's definitely going to have an impact on the
sure.
future sports because there's not going to be so many people competing in that shit to try and like be elite. So I
Yeah.
think the sports are going to be like,
Is it going to go down?
yeah,
like-
well, it has to really because
Right.
no cunt's going to be doing it flat out. you
Yeah.
know?
I wonder
There's
if
a lot of screens.
leads to more opportunity for kids that fucking are a bit more solid.
Bit hard, yeah, because we fucking man, we like we did dumb shit like we would like we always there was always like the boys and then you had a group of girls and you always like fucking like at a young age you're always like scheming girls. Kids these days they're in front of the screen, they're not getting that interaction like social interaction between girls and fucking shit like that. We
Yeah,
were like
yeah.
making out with girls when we were like 9 and 10 and shit. You
Yeah,
know, back in the day.
Yeah.
And then there's shit
Hey,
like
yo.
hey yo, not like
Call the cops. He kissed a 9-year-old. No, jokes.
But we did dumb shit too. Like we were fucking rolling up fucking lawn clippings in banana leaves and shit. Like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
parents, unsupervised.
Smoking paper.
Yeah, I smoked paper. But
Yeah, fighting
Yeah.
each other and shit. Like getting punch ups with other kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
These kids that sit inside like on screens, they don't get that sort of interaction. You know what I mean?
For sure. Like even simple things like it's been so long since I've seen a kid on a skateboard pushing and coasting. Kick and push. I haven't seen a kid kick and push on a skateboard in a long time.
How many
And when
skateboarders
I
do you
them,
see now?
Windows go down, fucking do a kickflip. Like,
Cunt. I saw one dude the other day here, right, and he was trying to ollie. There was like a fucking, I don't know, it was like a handrail.
Yeah.
The cunt ollied it, and I like saw him. I was like, yeah, brother, that was sick.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
It's like a rare fucking sighting
rare.
now.
Yeah.
Now it's like a kid's got a fucking remote in his hand and he's skating with that, or he's
Yeah.
on like one of them other weird boards.
They're trying to
or
live some other life
electric
instead of doing it themselves.
electric scooters.
Kids
Like-
are already not even playing the video games themselves. They're
Yeah.
watching other cunts play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like, it's getting even worse. you know?
Yeah. Someone asked me about that, and they're like, "What's with all these kids watching other people play games? Why don't they just play it themselves?" And I was like, I had an epiphany moment, and I was like,
I already know what you're going to say. Yeah, go.
Yeah. I said, "Well, I watch footy, right? I could go play footy, but I
Why
want to
don't you
watch
go
it at the
play?
highest level. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's
Like, I
it.
want to watch the best of the best.
That's what I was
do
thinking.
it, maybe learn and do. You know, like there's like the availability to watch someone play something that you really like at the level of like where you wish to be.
Yeah.
Is a pretty normal thing. You know, like it's been happening forever. The Coliseum. Why do people go there and watch people fight? Why don't they just fight in the streets? Like, because
fucking
it's
entertainment,
different, it's
yeah.
entertaining, it
Yeah.
is what it is. So that's like,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think that's an argument against that, but not that
Yeah.
I'm for it, but I can see why that,
Yeah.
would be a fucking thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's well, I don't know if it's a bad thing that kids are watching it because it's just the way of the world. Like, there's sports on video games now that cunts play and they get money from it. You know, it's just
What do they call that? E-sport.
esports. Yeah, so it's just an evolution. I think same. It's just like anything. It's just everything evolves.
Yeah.
So I think sports in the long future might become obsolete because it's other fucking things that everyone's doing is going to become. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably not obsolete,
I
but
think people are still want. There's still some blokes that want that. They got that war in them a little bit. They want that fucking
Oh, that's-
smash
yeah,
and
that's
crash, and they
instinct.
want that. Yeah, there's something still in. There's still a bit of cunt in some boys, I reckon.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
They still want to get out and fucking have a crack, you know.
Yeah.
And I always, and there's always going to be Pacific Islanders that fucking shred coconuts and run balls.
Yeah.
Their whole fucking childhood. that are gonna the best people in the world, by the way. No
Oh,
shade on them.
legends.
Absolute
Legends.
best people
Love
in the
'em.
world. Tough as fucking nails. And they're going to still always be around. You give it 50 years, them cunts will be stripping coconuts and running footies, cunt. I bet you.
they
And,
don't have internet. That's why probably.
well, that's racist for sure. No, jokes. Well, they don't have water.
But on that, fucking talking about sports like losing their fucking greatness.
Oh,
Fuck off.
should have answered it.
Skateboarding, for example, we were talking about. since the 80s, I reckon it's gone downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, no pun intended there. But
There's a lot more hill bombing on skateboard.
but Jet, bring up the video that I've got from skateboarding from the 80s. You watch this.
What are they doing?
It is way better than what they do now. Check this shit out.
Yeah, well, they got kids. I've seen a fucking Japanese 5-year-old do a 900.
I
off
saw
the
a
top of
5-year-old
mega
girl
ramp
just
cut.
fucking grinding a fucking
Oh, what? What
a rail, grinding a rail.
jokes. I just watched a 9-year-old girl grinding on a fucking
rail.
what
that
was it?
was another video. but-
Imagine just getting that jumbled. I watched a 9-year-old girl rail a line and then fucking grind on a. Oh no, jokes.
Oh fuck! Hang
That's
on a
gonna
sec.
get us fucking banned for sure. That cunt. No, we're just joking, everyone.
Jet, you got it? It's coming.
It's going. What? So the boards
It's
were
on
different?
Messenger.
I was watching this
Yeah,
thing.
the boards were different, man. These dudes were fucking elite, bro.
Yeah, well.
I'm setting you up here, right? Just understand that.
Okay. Jet, what's going on here, mate? Oh, your internet's gone, is it?
Hang on, sorry guys, we got a bit of a thing, but
It's alright. This can be cut.
Yeah.
We can edit this.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the skateboard's shape even was fucked. It
Yeah.
used to be like flared up on the side a bit and shaped like a surfboard. You know what I mean?
it only
Like-
had one kick too. You know, there was only a back kick on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's
yeah.
no front kick, and
No
it was like
nollies.
just a big flat board, and it was hell wide. It was like that wide.
Yeah.
So fucking, you know, like the tricks they were doing were
Manuals.
pretty epic. If you watch the video when
Alright.
Jet comes on here.
Oh, yeah, there's me. Bit of sound, Jet. Top it. Yeah, the old, what are they, caveman? Yeah, the caveman.
Boneless or some shit. That was the extent of it, cut. Nothing, just jumping off things. That was shit.
Bro, imagine how deadly you were back then doing that shit, bro. I can do that now out there.
I could too, cut.
I'll do it off a pallet when we're finished.
Go to the next one. It's fucking hell good, this one.
No wonder Tony Hawk looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that bird?
Fuck.
Fucking, that's
So, yeah.
absolutely
it's
atrocious,
come a long
isn't it?
way, hasn't it?
That was
Fucking
terrible,
hell.
cunt. Imagine how easy it would have been to get sponsored by World Industries back then, cunt.
Watch this for a trick, cunt.
Oh, power slide,
It's
stop
with
it.
these boys.
Is this Warriors?
I don't know. No, it's some skate movie. Oh, he's
Oh,
got a truck in the
no
way. What's he
way.
gonna do? What a fucking legend, cut. Yeah, boy. Then they just skate around the truck.
With their vests? Are you joking, cunt?
They're dead best.
Bro, skateboarding back then would have been gay.
Oh, it's come a long way, hasn't it? Fucking
Look.
hell. That's fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
kill that, Jet.
Kill it, Jet.
Fucking,
Oh, man, that's funny.
that is absolutely atrocious.
They're just
to be
literally
honest.
just falling off edges. That was the, like, the
It's-
extent. That
it's-
was extreme,
It's
man.
come a long way. Jet, you want to look up Nyjah Houston X Games real quick? And we'll just have a quick glimpse into what's...
What it's turned into.
Yeah, Nyjah's a fucking... You know Nyjah, bro. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
And yeah, but like he's doing these X Games things.
How do you
man.
spell it?
I don't know. Frenchy?
Just give it a crack.
Yeah. Nyjah. I have no idea. Someone's screaming at the TV, fucking going on.
N-A-I-S-H.
Yeah, Nyjah. But this cunt, man, he does this X Games stuff. Nyjah? Oh, hang on a
wait
minute.
a second.
No, I didn't know what I said,
Hey.
man. I just read what I said. Oh, the boys are on me. The boys are on me. Yes.
Here we
I
go.
would never have told you to spell it that way. I think that's James's brother, eh?
So this is where we've come from.
And his last name's the same.
Oh, true.
That's what I was getting at.
You got a video there or what?
Yeah, go videos, bro. Yeah, go X game. Yeah, just any. Yeah, fuck it. Here we go.
It's part of the game.
Just like elegant as fuck. Wow.
Bro, kickflip onto rail, cunt.
As if the board didn't start that shape, cunt.
5 seconds on the clock.
He's fucking. Look at this legend, dude.
Ready? I'll tell you the point where he beats the 80s skaters. There.
Now. Look at him go.
Fuck
He's just
it up.
floating on that board. Like, It's almost magic, isn't it?
It's fucking ridiculous.
And
bro.
he's a full street skater, so he can just go down the road and do this
And
shit.
do it on anything,
Yeah,
yeah.
like if he skates past a library, bro, he's fucking on, bro. That's pretty much exactly what the outside of the library looks like for some reason.
Fucking
Some
hell.
railings and jumps and shit everywhere. He lost his hat.
He picks her up.
People imagine a time machine comes from that video. Watch this.
Like,
like,
we're shit.
Did he learn how to skate at Hogwarts? What happened here?
What is this magical sport?
All right, kill it, Jeb.
Yeah,
But
so-
isn't that fucking a
I
contrast?
just thought it was wild, yeah. That, you could see the 90s skaters just like literally falling off a fucking thing and thinking that was a sick cuts. I watched, there was another one that I had there. There was like two dudes like on a rooftop, like on a, you know how the Americans have got the fucking,
Flat.
yeah, like the tile roofs, but they're flat.
The shingles.
They're like doing like fucking just roots around the window and shit on the roof. I'm like, oh, that's sick cunt. One of them like goes up a ramp and just jumps off onto his feet and like, on the
Oh, like it was a trick?
there's like chicks like, oh my god.
That's insane. How easy is puss back then? Oh, you want to see a cave? You want to see a caveman with me fucking element hat? Cunt? Watch this.
Just
cunt.
stop the board, pick it up, jump on it. Yes,
Cunt.
cunt, you're a legend.
Bryzy be rolling in his
Mate,
grave.
I tell you what,
like,
if I go back in time, cunt, I'm gonna be a pro
oh, you're
skater.
gonna pick up one of them old boogie boards with wheels on it
Yeah,
for a
and just
flick.
fucking, I always jump off an edge, and they'll be like, "This cunt's legend."
Holy fuck! Did you see that caveman?
Sponsored.
What were they called it back then?
Wasn't it like acid drop? There
It probably
acid
was
drop.
called a caveman. It was that old of a move. Like literally,
That's what they
cavemen were
call
doing it on bits of bark, straight off of an elephant's back, just straight up.
Mammoths,
yeah,
yeah.
and then fucking wheels tangled in its fur and shit.
Fucking hell. So
That's hilarious. I got a story of
different
fucking
times.
because you skated a lot. You skated the work heaps when you were a young
Yeah,
fella.
yeah, I skated everywhere when I was
Like
a
you
kid.
used to skate mum home from work, and stuff, which is the most romantic thing I've probably ever heard in my life. Skating your
cool.
missus home from work. I would never do that. I would chalk it, and she'd carry me on the skateboard.
I never
back.
didn't have a car. I was broke as fuck. So
Don't
that's-
tell anyone that bit.
That was-
No. It's like I had a Ferrari, but I skated every day to pick her
I
up.
left her at home. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It was more impressive.
I remember watching your body age faster than your mind too. When we go to this, you take us to the skate park in Coranda,
Yeah.
and this kind of drop in, and he just
Oh,
fully ate it, man, and just peeled his shit apart. When you're a kid and you watch your dad get axed, yeah, just peeled off.
Jet, you remember that
Yeah,
time?
remember that time you dropped
Remember
in
that
on
time I'm like, watch kids, get out of the way. I'd had a couple of beers and I was like, I'm going to drop in. I dropped in and fucking, I hit a rock. Did I hit a rock or did I just, I just went too
'cause I
far?
was trying to do it like a tricky way where you like dig the front of the wheel in and then you just slide and then
Oh, yeah,
slide in.
like, yeah.
And you were like, I
Like
was
a
hell
roll
scared
in.
to do it and you're like, it's
How
this
far-
easy.
I went like this easy. I went down, I fucking slipped, went bang,
Is
head
that Meredith?
first. Yeah, no, it was at
Was
Meredith?
that Little Mountain?
Yeah,
Little Mountain
skate park. Yeah,
and fucking smashed my sunnies into pieces. Got up, my head was pissing blood.
Oh
Well,
my
it's time to go,
God.
kids.
Yeah,
I didn't-
yeah.
yeah, I still ended up doing it.
They're like,
I
you
mean,
okay now? I'm fine. It's all good. Fucking blood pissing down my
Yeah,
face.
that was the same fucking story as that Coranda next to the amphitheater.
yeah, yeah.
Sickest. That skate park was cool. It was shit,
But it was easy for
sick.
you kids to
Yeah,
learn.
it was like a
too.
bunch of roll-ins and like it was a skate park. Yeah, it was in the middle of the forest.
There
Like
was never any cunt there. It was
Nah.
always just us.
Yeah.
There was no one there.
it was, Dad was on the ground there a few times, but that
Oh.
was, no. I remember he dropped it in on like this real like rough, like you know when you see a road that's been rained on heaps and it's real rocky and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like dropped down into it, just chalked it, and as you would fucking expect on this fucking ramp, and just peeled himself off on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he was just, I'm like,
That's part of skating, bro.
well, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta get axed.
And then that's why I never got good at it because I was like, watched you.
Well, he would always send Brody down. Brody would have been like 9, I think, and you would have been 12.
Shout out, Brody, love you.
Shout out, Brad. I'll be like, "Con Dibs, I'll stand down the bottom and I'll catch you. Just give it a crack, slam the front trucks down, and just go with it. Lean forward, you'll be sweet." And he'd be fucking, "Nah, Brody, you go first."
Cop out.
He'd be
Yeah,
like,
I know. I
Brody, you go
remember.
first. Brody would nail it, and then Dylan's like, "Right, I'm going now too." And then taught you both to drop
Yeah.
in, which was sick. But
You remember Cutter's AFL field? Cutter's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
yeah,
PCYC.
Yep.
That skate park, and then they ended up building in the dirt jumps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
True
Yeah.
shit. That skate park. I remember we went there one afternoon, and there was like legend young fellas there, and I was just trying to learn how to skate, and they really appreciated the fact that there was a young cunt.
Yeah, they were helping you out, yeah.
They were like, and that was like the first time I remember dropping in on like an 8 or 6 foot ramp. Maybe it wasn't
Big
that
one.
big, but it was big for me. I was young, like I was under 10.
yeah.
And and the boys, I dropped in. The boys caught me, And like it was like a cool thing,
was
and then
good.
I ended up doing it and never did it again.
Well, they don't. There's none of that these days. Like, you know, you go down there, there's fucking scooters and like
Bongs,
bongs, and
ciggies.
fucking cunts
When-
wanting to
when-
fight each other and fucking.
10, 12 years ago when I was in high school going to that same skate park you axe yourself on, it was just, we'd go there to smoke cigarettes and drink Monsters and fucking...
And yeah, no one skates anymore. Well, here, I mean, in the big cities, there's lots of skaters.
Yeah.
But here, no one does it, man.
If he does, you got one right here.
Hey,
you got a
Frenchy.
skater boy here. Shit.
Yeah, but so I was watching just on another just move on a bit here.
Yeah, go for gold.
Fucking Ricky sent me a video of.
Shout out Ricky.
Ricky.
Local of the pod.
So he sent me a video about there's a company, a startup, you know, that is saying that it's possible to transplant heads. I've sent a video to Jet. We'll put it up so
Yeah,
you can
check
get
it
the
out,
bit
yeah.
of context. But
I just don't understand. Like I've got a question straight off the bat.
yeah, go before he's
Before he starts it. Does that mean... okay. It's a question, right? So you change your head, change your brain. Does that change?
Yeah, the head has got the brain in it,
Yeah,
so that's
but
just one piece.
Yeah, but you're changing the head, and essentially, if you change the head, you change the brain, of course, right? Like you said. Or no, what are they doing?
Yeah, no, the head and the brain is one piece. So you
But
put
that's- but that-
which is your consciousness.
But that makes up that person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's it.
So they have a new body,
Yeah.
new dick, new
Yeah.
semen. So they
New
put the head
semen.
on that body. They have different DNA to what they are, who they are.
I don't know. Well, let's
That's
watch
what
the
I
video.
mean. Like
We'll have
if
a
you
look.
fucking get a dude pregnant, a chick.
You got the wrong body.
Fuck! That's gonna be a clip for sure. If you get a chick pregnant, well, it's 2025, dude. Who knows what's
Yeah,
possible?
so it's probably not going to look like you, right?
Right.
Right. I didn't think of that
And
point.
you'd have to go complexion. You'd have to line it up, all right? Wouldn't you? You couldn't be going blackface on a white body, could you? You'd have to wear a
Or vice
suit
versa.
around and flat out.
I'd go the black body because you'd be
Like,
hung like a road donkey.
fucking- It comes with 17 turtlenecks, cunt. Just keep you dressed fucking right.
Cover it all up. Cut.
Yeah. No, you got a tan straight up.
Here, let's watch the clip.
Here we go.
Watch this video and tell me if you think the soul would transfer to the new body.
This is going to blow your mind. A startup company called BrainBridge announced today that they believe that they will be able to successfully perform a head transplant surgery in the next 8 years. The way that this would work is you would take a person with a perfectly healthy and active brain, but their body has cancer or paralysis, and transplant it to a brain-dead donor body. What's crazy is that they said that by doing this, the person that's receiving the new body would still be able to maintain their memories, cognitive abilities, and consciousness. They say that the brain could last several hundred years if it had a good working body, and that might be a potential in
Wow.
the future, but that this would also give people with different ailments a second chance.
Is that it?
So let's stop that there.
Fuck me.
So
Hang
did
on.
she say the brain could last several hundred years?
So this leads me to a new question.
Yeah, I've got a couple questions too. Go.
My body, when 50 years passes by, they've already got robots, which we'll cover in a minute.
Yep, that's another
They've
one.
already got robots jamming to Pantera and fucking carrying on, right? Which we will get to. Don't worry, you'll see it, boys. Why don't they just... There's going to be a point where they can put that body, that head, on a body that
Is it robotic? Yeah,
that is
that what you're saying?
doesn't... Yes. That lasts 100 years
I
to
think
400 years.
I think that's a lot harder than putting it on a body that's already got all the shit there that you can attach
ya?
it to. Yeah, well,
I think it's fucking pretty equal.
I don't know, but
Like
so-
you can build something that replicates it, which they can do very easily. Okay, here's another thing. There's cloning is definitely real. You can do that. People cloned animals. People.
yeah, the sheep that got done.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Or like, there's pet cloning now. You can take your dog's fur and you fucking make another one, the exact same or some
Right.
shit. Which I don't know all about. That's
Getting off
playing
topic
God.
here, yeah.
No, but that's playing God kind of thing. But
Yeah.
if you were to clone yourself, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Grow your body.
Yeah, grow your body.
Put your head
If
back
you
on your
were-
body.
If you
Is that
weren't
what you're
riddled with if you weren't riddled with cancer or there was something that you had to do, like they're saying, where like if you just were good, you had heaps of cash, could you potentially keep transferring your brain over and over again? It's only going to get better and better and better,
Yeah.
and your body's just going to be like 26 flat out.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, you could, that's what they're saying. You can take a head and then put it on a body, but like you said before, like what if it's a different fucking body to your own? Like, for example, what if you got like a
stitch mark.
what if you got
black and
what if
white?
you got a feminine face, and they're like fuck up and put a chick's body on? You put your head on a chick's body. Are you going to be like fondling your own tits, or would you say
100%.
something? Would you be
I'd
like,
be buying a
what
big
the
black
fuck?
fist, that arvo, cunt. And I wouldn't even put it in my puss. I'd put it in my ass.
Just staring in the mirror at your body all the time. Damn, fucking. Would you say something? Or
I don't know. What if you were like, you hated Asian people, and you would just fucking, sorry mate, all we got's Japanese body here.
we've been farming
fucking
these for
kill
years.
me, fuck it. Jokes. I'm over it, fuck it. No, this used to be a Japanese homeless man in 2017, and he hadn't paid taxes in 10 years, so he fucking cut his head off.
all of a sudden you go around digging in bins and shit. What am I doing?
You're like hell good at making Nikes and iPhones. It was just happening. It's so natural to me. That's a bit out there. I don't know about that.
The other thing is like if you say, all right, say you can do it and you can afford to do it, and you like fucking use that body up, then you use the next one. So your head is like 200 years old, cunt. It's just like starting to rot and shit, fall apart.
Yeah, you got like syphilis. And
Can we get a head trend? Yeah, like what are you gonna do? I just
keep
wanna
me body and give me a new head. Like, can't do that. All right.
fuck now.
Well, wait till his cheek fully falls off, and then we'll fucking call it. But like,
Just
do you think-
rotting head on this body that's all fucked.
Do you-
Have you seen the oldest person in the world? She's like 130 or some shit.
sun-dried tomato.
Cunt is dead, or like looks like it's
Yeah.
dead. So if you're 200 years old, your head is gonna be fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can't. They said
And I don't-
700 years,
and
bro.
I don't think several.
Several hundred.
Several. Did you
Okay,
say
so
seven?
that's more than 3, right? Is
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know. What's several mean?
Several doesn't mean 7, but it means
Weirdly
more than
enough.
3, I think. Yeah, which is strange, by the way.
It's more than 3.
Several should be 7 or more, but
So
anyway.
your head's gonna be rinsed, cunt.
Yeah, no,
So-
I don't know. I think
don't know.
there's, what do they reckon? The next 8 years.
8 years, they'll be able
Yeah,
to
we've got-
transplant your head.
But they reckon in the next, did you remember, we'll go back to the Future. They thought in 20 years that there'd be fucking flying cars and time machines.
Yeah, well, that's just a prediction. I mean, they can do fucking heaps of shit though. They can replace your arms and shit.
That's so different.
Yeah, your
They
head
can't replace your arm.
with another man's arm. That's been done here. Arm transplants and hand transplants and shit.
Well, yeah, you would think that. Yeah, true. That would be easier than a heart transplant.
that was, and they did
wouldn't
that
it?
like 10 years ago. So your head could be in the near future.
But then you need reject tablets, and then you're just gonna get cancer.
Anti-rejection. Yeah, imagine if your head.
What? Reject
Imagine,
tablets?
Yeah, no, anti-rejection. So like, you know how Stephen had his double lung transplant.
How do you know that?
Oh, because it's
Steven.
because
Oh.
So you're like, imagine if you
It's a
fucking
random thing to know.
Imagine if your fucking head started getting rejected, just
Oh, just like
grotesque cut. Just
you
oh,
get
this
like
is fucked.
tell bad infection.
Imagine if you're like number 1 head transplant cut.
You sneeze, your head just your head falls off in the mid.
You wake up in the morning, you're like just tearing apart.
You're like-
just pus.
You're
There you
like-
go, man. Fuck. Get out of bed, cunt.
Snoring
You're
out the
leaking
side
on
of
the
your
sheets.
snoring out of your collarbone cut. All right, mate, your head's done. You got to sleep on plastic for 4 months. You'll be leaking a fuckload of syrup out
I
of your
think you
neck.
should go to the doctor.
Yeah. Oh, mate, have you had your antibiotics for that neck? Yeah, them
that's
stitches
fun.
they'll just come out on their own, mate. Yeah,
That's the least of your worries.
you'll usually wake up and they'll be stuck in your linen on your pillow or something. It's just a big blue fucking organic cord there.
Oh, fuck. Anyway,
Nah,
head
but
transplants.
I
I don't
wonder
know.
what Ricky thought of that.
I don't know.
But that's wild.
He didn't say much, but
That's
fuck.
that leads me to think like, well, then what does the future actually have? You know, like if you can transplant your head, and that's what I mean by this body that could be. You can make a fucking body out of some sort of really like we put. There's metals that last forever and ever and ever, right?
That's the thing, yeah.
So if you did that, you were out to look after it and shit. You
What
could
if-
probably live, but is that a good thing to live for that long? Because I
Wow.
remember watching Elon Musk. Joe Rogan was talking to Elon Musk about it, and he was like, "Elon, come on, how do we sort out living longer?" You know, and he's
You don't want
did
to.
that big pause that he does, that autistic
Where he
pause,
thinks you.
and he's like, "Well, I don't think he's there." He goes like this. I'll show you exactly how it does it.
I just did that. No, damn it.
No.
Go.
That's what he does. Well, I think it's not a good idea that people live for 200 years because I'll stop the act now. Dictatorship, you know, you're saying dictatorship. Like, for example, like that Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, it could just be.
He can
there
just be
in power
he
forever.
he can just be stuck in his ways and have that power and that same mindset as he did in 1990 when he was a soldier doing Muay Thai or whatever the fuck that comes up to.
Yeah.
Love you, Putin. Don't come after
come
me,
up.
mate.
Don't come
He's a
around here,
fucking Russian kicks the fucking door in. But that's why he was saying it's not wise to have long life and long serving. People because who will be
ideals
long.
need to change as well. It's
Yeah,
not just
exactly.
It's like everyone's got from ideals from back in the day changed
Someone
to
born
now.
now should be
Like
adjudicating something
Yeah,
in the
if you
future.
got a cunt from the 40s who's alive now and dictating what
Imagine.
happened then, it'd be fucked. Yeah.
It'd
So-
probably be better. There'd be less trans and fucking he shims and he and she.
Oh yeah, there'd definitely be less than those.
There'd
and
be-
less of other
We'd have
races
heaps
too,
of.
if I'm honest.
Oh, I won't say what I was going to say. We'd have one.
less of other races too. I'll be honest.
Oh
with
no,
you.
I was about to go there. I was
Yeah,
going to say, we'd
don't
have
go.
heaps of free labour, but no, we won't go there. No. It's just out, dude. I'm
I'm
out
out.
too, by the way.
But
But I
yeah.
think that's smart. Like, you wouldn't want someone like that.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
like what you were talking about before, where you could transplant someone's
transfer to your
face.
missus' mouth. Sorry.
You can transfer your head to another body, but like you were saying, to a robot body, right?
Yeah.
Which now there's so much shit on the internet about robots. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's fucking.
Did you-
Well, China, right?
Yeah.
I just saw. I haven't got the video for it. I
Is
saw
it Japanese or Chinese lab? Because I think
It's
we have to be.
fucking China, bro.
It is?
Yeah. They've
'Cause I
got.
put Jap lab.
Yeah. Well, sorry, but there's.
They look Japanese. What is it? I won't do it.
Don't do it. But China, I saw this is sort of unrelated to what you were talking
Okay,
about.
okay.
But China, I saw a video that China's released robot police on their streets. They're walking around the streets, right, with like police vests on and shit. So China's like killing it with the robots, yeah. We saw that video. Well, you know, RoboCop, cunt. There was like
I've never seen it.
Never seen it. No, it's a shit movie. Don't bother.
Okay.
But
I was gonna say I can do some homework.
But so for a start, what extent of robots police? What would they do? Would they be like tackling you, or would they just be dobbing? Like they'd be not like.
I reckon first copper
snitching?
would be sitting on a main road, jaywalkers.
Excuse me, sir. You cannot walk here.
I would tell that cunt to fuck off, eh?
Yeah, the
Guys, ding.
Yeah, those fucking Chinese ones can kung fu the fuck out of you, cunt. There's a video I've got there where they disarm some cunt with a.
Yeah, but I don't want a robot bashing me, dude. I'll be fucking so off that.
Well, you're gonna have to run or something.
no,
and
you
hope you're
can't
fast.
outrun a robot, dude. No way.
True.
Them same people that built that robot built Nikes for Usain Bolt. They're not fucking. You're not outrunning
Yeah,
them.
you're not
cunt.
outrunning them.
I quickly on the
yeah.
robot
Front, yeah.
I Maddie's birthday just rolled round and she just got a new robo. No, this is my
was like,
first.
what the fuck
No,
is
this
this?
is my
Yeah.
first robot. I know what you're
I'm like,
thinking.
what's going on with
We
the
got a
robot?
Recipo saw and no joke.
the dildo. will take
Yeah, we just fucking put that on level 2. Anyway, we got a fucking vac mop robo thing, and I
got
Maddie,
one.
Matt, you got one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rich. I'm not. So anyway,
Anyway, go on.
and
Love
Maddie's like, "Oh, I'll give you the full run." Maddie's like, "What should we name it?" I want it to be a bloke. I think she wanted it to be a bloke because she doesn't like
Feminism.
the women cleaning all the time, right? I got a funny thing though. So, what should we name this boy thing? I said, I went for a piss. Come up with it while I was pissing. That's how
What is it?
fucking awesome I am, right?
Yeah, go.
I come out and I go,
Little dick.
well, let's
Sorry.
call it John. No, I came out and I'm like, we're calling it Dustin.
that was
Genius, right?
Genius.
What's it do?
Cleans up dust.
Dustin. Thank you, son. Yep, so that's what we call it, Dustin, right?
Right.
It's got a voice on it.
Yep, mine does.
Female only. No male voice. So Maddie's like, what the fuck? I wanted a male fucking vacuum clean the house, and it's going, hey, I'm going, like in a full chick's voice, lounge room done, going to bedroom. I'm like, it's a tranny, mate.
Off the floor.
Yeah,
shit
I'm
like
like, it's fucking, you can't escape it, babe.
that. Too bad.
And you know what? You might not think you're vacuuming, but you're on your phone telling it what to do. So you're vacuuming. But I was in full dad mode. I had a schooner of beer
Yep.
at my house because I stole a glass from the pub. Shout out to Yandina Tavern. I had a schooner of beer and I'm sitting in the lounge room. I got my hand in my pocket, no shirt, and I'm watching this vacuum do my whole lounge room cunt. And I'm just sitting there watching it. Proper dad, eh? And I'm just like,
This
Maddie's
is
like,
sick.
what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching a robot clean my house. I don't know if you know, but this is absolutely fucking ridiculous.
blowing my mind.
Yeah, this is blowing my mind. I would have never have thought that this would be a fucking thing happening where I'm fat drinking a beer, sitting in my crib with my kids watching it. Kids are terrified of it, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Fraser, I said to Fraser, quick, watch out, quick, come here. And he turns around, starts crawling over to me. It's hilarious. But
You should
saves
sit him
him
on there.
sitting on the cunt.
It's a sick ride for him, man.
Oh, Willow wants to eat it. Man.
Yeah.
She's like, comes up to it, go on it, but
You
it
see
mops as well.
Have you seen the mowers that fucking mow
Oh,
your
I
lawn?
know. I said to Alison, who bought mother-in-law who bought it for us. Shout out Al. And I said, next birthday, Al, we'll get one for the lawn, bruh.
They're sick. But one of my clients has them, one of my customers, I go to his house, the thing's just fucking cruise around. His lawn's like always mowed, cunt. And it's got a little, like same thing, it's got a dock, it just cruises back
Yep.
and then goes back and mows the lawn. cunt.
Unbelievable.
I see it out there sometimes by itself. I think, fuck, poor Mo's all lonely. Out there.
Go give it. Buy another one. It's like when you got one dog, you know? Like, I'll get another dog for him, man. No, but I was watching this thing because I was like, all right, how do I empty this fucking thing? Maddie's like, no, it empties itself. And I went, righto, I'm going to fucking watch this thing. Fucking, I don't believe it for a second, right? There's a dock in the corner of the fucking house.
Yeah, I've got one, yeah.
Right, you know, I had no idea of how this worked.
Yeah.
This cunt, like, backs a trailer up.
Finds
Pulls
its
up,
way in.
finds it. I gather it lines up the camera with the light that's on it,
Yeah,
and
the
then does a
sensors.
complete 180. But I watch this cunt pull up to it, fuck around. It's like I got it behind couches away from the kids and shit.
Yeah.
So it goes under the couch, fucking, and then just backs up, pulls up. The station sucks the shit out of it, and he fucking takes off again.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
The problem
I was
is-
just like, what fucking year am I in?
The
bro?
problem is you've got to empty that station,
That's
so you
fine.
might as well empty
That
the
is
fucking vacuum
completely
cup.
fine because a bag and it's like this big, and so it takes.
You know what the
like
problem is?
6
Like
trips.
mine doesn't, I put the bag in and it doesn't suck out of the thing. It just fucking stays in the vacuum. So like
you changed the bag?
It goes, yeah.
Oh.
It goes in there and goes, and then doesn't empty. Or fucking the thing's empty. Like the bag in the station's empty.
Yeah.
But the vacuum still chockers and just pushes shit around the house. So it's shit. It's dodgy.
Well, mine.
I paid like $900 for mine, and
Got
it's
it for
fucking
ages.
shit.
Yeah,
we had
but
it
if
for a
yours
while.
is an older model, Maddie's is like the new one. It's not even $700. I'm pretty sure it's like 600, 500, 600 bucks.
Yeah.
And it mops as well, man. And I just was like, couldn't believe it.
It's pretty sick.
I was watching it like, and I was saying to Maddie, I'm like, I had to wait 26 years for a robot to clean my to have a robot. And Fraser's my kids are 11 months old and they're just like
This is normal.
watching. Yeah, like, it's like this is just, they'll never vacuum in their life, ever. Not one time will they vacuum, cunt, unless I say fuck you.
And they'll get arrested by robot police.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Well, back to that.
Back to that, yeah.
Back to that, yeah. I just thought, fuck, I got a robot too. I hadn't thought it hadn't bashed me yet, but
yeah,
does love corn. But, and I'm talking about the shit I fucking drop off my plate when I
Oh,
eat.
not the band, yeah.
We'll cover that.
We'll cover that. Yeah, so, but yeah, robots are fucking taking over, like, you know, like, well, not yet. They're not taking over anything. But there's, like, China's got heaps of robots. Have you seen the Boston Dynamics fucking robots? You seen them cunts?
No.
They, like, do flips and fucking jump on platforms and, like, go nuts. Yeah.
I have. They're a bit odd shaped, but they fucking get.
But they're just getting crazy, right? So there's a video, which Jed will bring up. There's this robot going rogue, right?
Yeah.
I think the video we've got is like a bit like hearing Pantera or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
for the
just
first
play it,
time.
just play it, Jet.
But this is an example of robots going rogue.
Yeah.
Imagine if this cunt was in the street, he was a cop, and you like pushed him, and then he did this shit.
I was about to say, but we'll watch it first, but I'll say what I'm about to say. Get that volume, Jet.
No, it's all good. Here we go. Imagine standing in front of that cunt. Boss, boss.
I'd jaw him.
You couldn't cut.
Nah,
He's
no,
got
I
you, bro.
know.
He's already got you.
The boys.
Fucking unplug
That hook
that
is
thing.
barely holding that cunt on, eh? That hook is fucking holding on for dear life.
Bro, imagine if those things fucking
They would have been
smashed
saying
you.
ching chong chang, but they would have really been saying sorry. They would have actually been
Translation.
saying thank fuck you
We got-
put that cunt on
on
that
a
hook.
hook, yeah.
Because he would have drilled both
just
of
would
us.
have ran
cunt.
around the
He
fucking
would have John
shed,
Jones
just
us.
beating the fuck out of every
He
car.
would have been face on the canvas, just getting absolutely rattled by a fucking robot. That would have been the first of its kind too.
Well, that's the thing, but like robots could fucking go rogue, you know. Like,
Well, is that like this is the question I had. it may not have been intentional, which isn't the point.
No.
It still fucking went rogue, right?
Yeah.
But was it being rogue in a sense that, see how it was being random? Could
Yeah, I
you not
think that
just
was-
walk
that was
behind the
random.
cunt and kick it, like, not
That
kick
was
it.
random. It wasn't like he was trying to
It's
attack
not like
him
he
or anything.
looked
He
at
just
him and went,
fucking glitched
fucking
out.
crack, you know.
But the
like-
problem I got, right, this is what the other thing I was thinking about is like, so robots are getting, better and better. Right, we got AI, okay?
Yeah.
So AI is like all software basically at the moment.
Yeah.
So once they, I'm thinking like if they integrate AI into robots, it's pretty much a vehicle for AI to take over shit, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
There's only so far that the human programming can go to stop AI from taking over, you know? Like they can put in things like humans are good, don't fuck around, but I think they could fucking, AI could reprogram human shit
That's
soon enough.
vindictive too, because if you were to put in, humans are good, and then something that human did that wasn't good, that could
That could be-
create
yeah,
a
that could-
revenge. Like it could create a revenge story for it. Like we don't really like. Do you know how sophisticated the brains are? Not the brain, but like the motherboards are, and the is that
I
what we
fucking
can
know.
say?
Yeah, well, something like-
Motherboard brain is fucking.
But what I'm getting at,
equivalent?
what I'm getting at is that so AI, right, is just software at the moment.
Yeah.
If they integrate AI to robots,
to hardware.
yeah, so that could be a vehicle for AI to fucking start taking over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at this stage, AI is just software, so they can, you can say shit. Like if
Unplug it.
you asked AI, what would you do if fucking humans stopped you? Then they'd recreate themselves and shit like that. They're already saying stuff like that. So if they put AI into robots, those fuckers, that's a vehicle now for robots, the AI to start taking over, bro.
Yeah.
To start fucking smashing.
What do you
cunts
think
and-
first step is to take over for the robots or AI or whatever?
I don't know. I think once they're mass produced, then maybe it's like fucking.
They team up or what?
Well, all of them would if AI would. Well, I don't fucking know, but
That's a hard
There
part,
is a
eh?
potential for them to be like take over the world. Like you look at Terminator, right? That's a pretty
iRobot?
fairly iRobot shit like that.
Yeah.
But that was one. Well, did he turn the rest of them? I can't remember.
No, it was just one, but he caused enough dramas. Didn't he?
Yeah, but imagine if there's a lot of them, right?
400 running down
Yeah.
fucking
Right, and-
Manhattan.
And
like-
the implications are fucking next level. So like they could take over the world, kill off all humans, right, and then just cruise around the world. But they've also got the potential to go out into the galaxy because they can survive for hundreds of years and fucking go on other planets.
Wow.
And take over other
I
planets.
I didn't even consider that.
You know what I mean? So there's
The
fuck,
vacuum of space means fuck all to them. eh?
They
And they
can-
can live for
yeah, they
million
can just
years.
plug into the ship, go for fucking 300 years to another planet.
Yeah,
Fucking
but what
go
are they
and
going
take
to
it.
do?
Can't.
They're going to get there and go, fucking...
They'll
they get
take over
shot
again.
out of the sky by a
They're fuck-
laser.
the AI will just do everything. Like right now, AI is pretty basic. I think they said it's like 60% of the human thinking. You know?
Yep,
Well, they can use the internet and shit like that,
Yep.
but their actual human thinking is like not there yet. But once it gets to that, they can fucking do anything. So
Yeah, that's a concern.
I
Like,
think
Joe,
robots have the potential to fuck shit up
Can
if
you
they
play
get
that one more
AI
time?
integrated. Go
Can you
again.
play that one more time, Jet? Yeah. Shit throat. No. It's on camera, dude. That cunt looks angry, eh?
No, he's going for him too.
Look at him.
He's pretending.
He's in the mosh pit, eh?
Oi, once you give that robot
Clip
kung
that.
fu lessons, cunt, you're gone.
Oh, don't do
he
that.
was just randomly
Do
swinging
not
like a
do
toddler.
that. That's already implied. That's already in that cunt. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Doing, bro? They're getting a haircut or something.
Come on, who's next, cunt?
Throwing elbows and carrying on.
He's got no fight skills.
That's. Yeah.
Fuck, it's going to be hard to edit that in 6 times and change it and line it up again. But
No,
anyway.
that's fine. We don't have to play it once.
So So I think there's a lot of potential for fucking robots to take over. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you integrate AI into robots, we're fucked. Like
Yeah.
seriously.
What do you boys? What do you reckon? Like, just what do you reckon?
What do you mean?
AI. Like, do you think it's a danger? Do you reckon it's a danger or?
Bro, like,
You
if
reckon
one
so?
malfunctions, how many are going to do that? How many times?
But like I said, once you integrate AI,
But is that not a bug that they've sorted and then that's clear now, or what?
well, yeah, but you know
But
what?
maybe that. But then they never built it to do that.
No, it's obviously just a malfunction. But what spiked my interest was like if they put AI into it, which is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's going to be like fucking. AI thinks
Actually.
for itself and shit.
Yeah.
And they could fucking link up and
They would have
fuck
to have
shit up.
limits for
I'd
the
still-
AI.
Well, they do have limits, but the AI will get that smart that it can fucking run right over the
I
limits
agree.
that we put on them. It's pretty dangerous.
Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan.
was talking about it, and he was saying that there was an AI system that they wanted to shut down, so it replicated itself, so that it couldn't get shut down.
it down. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
talking
that's
about.
like step one. But I tell you what, when these Elon robots come out and they tell me that they can make dinner and fucking do dishes and shit, I'll be fucking getting one. Dude.
Yeah, imagine just getting a
I'll
robot
just
and
keep
putting
her
it to work for you. Like, come here, I'm just sending the robot today.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not feeling the best. You come in and walk in, grab that shit, mate.
Got my
Fucking hell,
buckaroo
Dylan.
belt on, tool belt. Just
Climbing the ladder.
hang
Hurry up,
16 rafters in an hour. can't
Dylan,
you?
your robot's taking the piss again.
Hey, Dylan, your robot's
He's
got
sitting
you.
out on his phone.
Your robot's got you.
Get up!
Just jerking off in the portaloo and shit. Sweating its ass off having a shit. Like every other cut on site. Getting the Cooper and a fucking buckaroo belt ready to fuck. Like, fuck, Dylan, your robot just got you a bonus this month, actually. It was at home ripped as. What's that, mate?
a
no,
bonus,
she's a
sweet.
good one, eh? I put my boots on that cunt this morning and told him to get monks.
I got a new software update. I'm killing it.
Yeah, I got the fucking new iOS on this fucking cunt. He's ripper. I've been watching too. He's been filming all of the work. Live
Yeah,
streaming
watch it live stream. Yeah.
on my Apple Vision Pro, cunt.
I saw fucking Bucci tried to kick him over too. That dog. Cunt.
Yeah, I don't work with you, but
Yeah, no.
no joke. Next thing, I think we'll cross topics here. I had this. I think everyone's been seeing this bloke as of recently on their socials. I'm definitely not prepped for this segment.
Nah, me either.
But we will give it a fucking red hot crack, and we'll get Frenchy to give us a hand with this one. Give us a play. We're going to shout out to Happy Allen, by the way.
Happy Alan.
This guy's tearing and ripping.
Can
So
you film something for me? Yeah, no, it's already filming. Yeah, just point at me. What is it? Oh, fuck, shit, that's how you got me.
So we got the Long John here today. It's been in the fridge overnight, so we've lost a little bit of jam here. Still soft to touch, a little bit cold.
so genuine and just like
Yeah.
How many bites do you reckon? Over, under? 3.5.
Well, I'm not much of a betting man.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for under.
Can't
Fuck.
he can put it away,
Bro,
eh?
and you watch how quick he swallows, bro. I've
Yeah,
been
I
chewing
know.
that for a fucking ages.
Mate, I know. It's
He's
like
already- that's
maybe
already gone.
10 bites.
How's your day going?
How's your day going?
There's one.
Hey?
I'm a little bit dusty.
No.
One bite.
Are you the guy who scoffs paradas?
Oh, that was me yesterday.
That was me yesterday. That was me last night. No fucking chance.
2 bites, cunt. I don't know if I
He
can
punishes
do that,
it too, eh?
He jams in his mouth up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kill that, Jet. So we thought we'd take it upon ourselves to get some jam donuts and try it ourselves. So Frenchy, if you want to come around and bring us some fucking jam donuts, my boy.
I'm not ready for this, but
Oh, which one's a small one? Oh, I gotta tear it? Fuck, dude. So we got a Long John.
cheers, bro.
Give Jet one. Or Jet, you want to be a part?
You want to do it?
Who wants to do it?
Jet or French? Yeah.
Go. Rock, paper, scissors. No, what is it?
Paper, scissors, rock.
Nah.
Rock, scissors, paper. cut.
Rock, scissors, paper. Go rock, scissors, paper and figure out his own. All right, who wants to go first?
No, all of us at the same time.
No, because the camera's going to want to go on to different people here.
All right, well, you go first then.
All right, I'll go first here.
You're going to need a bin, bro.
Under over two?
Over.
Don't destroy the studio cut with it.
No, we'll be right. I'm going to do the cream flick.
How many you reckon?
Now
you
look, we got a good jam run along it, full of cream, and we got some fucking Lamington bullshit on top here, which
looks
is
like a pad.
Oh, I don't want to eat this now.
Used maxi pack.
Yeah, it looks like a
Maxi
fucking
pad, bro.
looks like a
Fuck.
fucking disco puss after a big night. That cunt there, heavy sooted. All right,
Stanky.
all right, 2 bites.
All right, go.
We'll go for 2 bites. Ready?
Oh, he's fucking get it, cunt. 1. That wasn't bad. I reckon you got it.
Yeah, take this out.
Keep eating,
There
cunt.
you go, yeah.
All right, here we go.
That is dry. Oh, you do that.
It's pretty tasty, Bob.
Is that
Tasty as.
pretty good?
One.
What was that, bro?
It looks like you did more than me. Can't not jammed in my face. Yours mangled, bro.
Just last bite in.
You got like fucking jam on your nose and shit.
The concentration's down.
Try a good part of it. Fuck it.
Alright.
I don't know how to get down a couple of fucking feet.
I'm good. I'm ready for my next one.
I'm gonna wash it down a bit. Oh, yeah? Oh, you got go, mate. Oh,
Alright. Well, nearly done.
bit of wine, wash it down.
Yeah.
Cut it up. I'm gonna spit.
You're not pure.
Yeah, get in there, you mad cunt.
Yeah, we're
Get in
going-
there. Nah, I'm right.
That's food, right? Don't you make me spew, cunt.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Put
kind
it back
of.
in there if you need it.
Oh, my sizzle shirt's
I don't need
covered.
it for this. I need it
Yeah,
for my.
no, for the fucking.
Oh, yeah, vomit. If you're gonna spew, spew into this.
I really want to have a good crack at this, so I'm gonna fucking get this down. I'm gonna get this cunt in there.
That one.
Go for
ready.
gold, Jack. Go for gold.
Goes that.
Oh, he's got that.
Yeah!
That's two.
Now, head back. Yep, that's the happy Alan way. Get it in here, son.
Right, don't touch it. No, you can. That's good.
All right, I'm ready to fucking roll here. Now, I might get it in, but I'm not gonna chew it and swallow it, I don't think.
You got it,
How
cunt.
many calories are in one of
You
these?
have to chew
I'm
the
on a
cunt.
calorie
Yeah, that's
watch.
the challenge, bro.
You can't fucking spit it out. I can jam it in my mouth and spit it out too. You can't. Go.
What did you do to yours?
That was two.
Was that two? So you got a third there. You might not even get three.
I think I'll
Jet-
get three.
Kudos to you,
Jack
bro.
got two.
Jet's a beast. I got fucking cream and jam all over me mic and
Oh, my
shit.
shirt's fucking covered.
Nah, it's alright, mate. Fuck
Go,
it.
brother,
I
go.
don't think that counts.
Go, go, go.
Alright, I'm gonna use his technique. The old in and fold.
Good luck.
Oh, that's a technique if I've ever seen one. Boys. Yeah, that was sick,
Yeah,
Dibs. You
wow.
nailed it. All right, I've got to go three.
Don't let it hit the back, bro.
I can't fucking do it, eh? Shout out to you, bro. I can't fucking do it. Can I get a napkin, bro?
Yeah.
You did yours in three. It didn't even count. Nah, don't.
Hey,
I was severely hungry, so that was really good.
Yeah, well, Jet's got a leg up there.
Oh, bro.
Jet doesn't drink. We've been drinking.
right.
True.
Anyway, I got that in. I had to get rid of it.
You did well, but you spat it out, cunt. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I'll take that as a non-counting. I'm just willing to be dirty now after that too.
Wow. Well, shout out to that cunt.
Shout out to Happy Alan. We'll clip that and we'll fucking tag you in it. And
It's
if
not
you
as
haven't,
easy as you think.
no, he makes it look fucking easy. Eh? Okay, Jet, I sent you another video. Or did I?
I reckon if I practice it,
I'll send you another. I'll send you this other video of this mad cunt, mate. I'm not joking. He punishes. I won't elaborate. I'll show you. Because it's pretty fucking good. Here we go, Jet. What do you reckon? It was fucking average.
What, the taste?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah.
I need a drink so bad.
I
Want a beer, right? Crack the beer down? No? Yeah. All right.
I've
Want a
been
red
eating
wine?
fucking steak all week, cunt. I'm fucking, that was lovely sugar.
Mm.
Damn, I'm fucking covered in this shit.
Well done, boys. That was a fucking solid effort. Jet, you want to play this video?
Yep.
Watch this fucking thing. Like, this is impressive. This is about how big ours were, by the way.
Madrabar.
Matiraba Town Centre.
Love him to death. I'd have a beer with
Cafe
this cunt,
Bakery.
for sure.
2 short johns, but
He seems like a legend.
Look what he calls them,
I like
short
these
johns.
huge jam like
They're
that.
the
So I'm
same
gonna
as
go-
ours, cunt.
Well,
They're bigger than ours.
They're
Pretty
thick,
squishy.
though.
I reckon I got these 2 in 2 bites. 2 in 2 bites.
I love the cameraman. You need someone laughing at you. Remind me, Jet, the next video I want to show of me. We'll cover that video. Look at this mad cunt. He could suck a dick, that cunt.
Oh my god.
By Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Bro, that was a whole long john. And he's got another one. This cunt's gonna punish 2 longies. I got fucking...
One done.
Nah, man, that's fucked. I couldn't do that.
brother. And watch it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3,
The flick.
4. Yeah. Look at his fit too. The wife beater with the old thing. That's Frenchy's fit. That's what you'd see Frenchy in at the beach that cunt.
How did you find this talent?
They're good.
How did you find this talent?
The real brother's an athlete.
He's like, mate, I've been fucking deep throating 12 inches, fucking.
Fuck, that was, yeah.
Mate,
That was
I
not
thought
as
we
easy
had
as I
to. I
thought.
thought we had to capitalise on it because I'm watching this cunt do it, and I was just thinking, and things that you see, and you're like, I could fucking do that.
Yeah.
You
I
watch
couldn't
John
do it.
Jones just smash fucking Gilbert, and you're like, I could fucking smash.
Yeah, I'll give Gilbert a crack.
Nah, dude, that's a fucking great example of can't do that.
Not everyone
What were
can
you,
do it.
3?
3,
Jet
bro.
smoked
and
it
I was
in 2.
pushing it. Jet did 2.
What would you reckon, Frenchy? You can pull that off in 2? Here you go, bro. Fucking do that one. Nah. Come on, I'll punish it, you fucking shit cat. Nah.
Gibbs, I think you get a bit of fucking shit still.
Do
on
I
your
still have
nose.
shit on my face?
Yeah, on your nose there.
Oh my god, you can't trust cunts that don't tell you that shit, right? That's not jam, that's blood.
My nose is bleeding from scoffing it.
How are we looking? Am I back?
You're good now.
Alright, we're all good.
Yep.
Any more topics on that?
It's heaps, cunt. We haven't
Let's
even
go.
started. We haven't even brushed the
Let's cover
surface.
it. Let's cover it. I was talking about another podcast. They reckon hour and a half to 2.5 hours. They run theirs.
Fucking
So
hell.
let's have a bit of a chat here.
Let's
What do you
get-
got?
Well, this is one you brought up about Pa and his loose thing.
Yeah,
So,
no, this is something I did want to speak about.
Yeah.
Because different, especially the old fellas. Like my pa is like a real hard man. Like
That's your grandfather.
My
Your mum-
grandfather.
Your mum's dad, yeah.
yeah. My pa, and he's a hard fella. He grew up in that era where He works his ass. He works himself to death nearly.
He's as fit as a fucking fiddle. that
70
cunt.
something?
70 something. Fucking
And
always
mate,
been fit, jacked.
A year ago, he was fucking sledgehammering and jackhammering concrete and shit and taking it out. Like hard man, real hard man. And
Just been diagnosed, with prostate?
bone cancer.
Yeah,
He got
so-
bone cancer. He's got 4 years. It's pretty rough.
Some
Anyway.
shit. He'll fucking outdo that.
Anyway, but he has lived a very substantial life to a point where I was on the blower to him, and he's happy-go-lucky. He's like, oh mate, you should. I hit him on the phone when Dog and Bowman. I was at work, and I found out he was in the hospital. That Arvo, we came here to work at Poochie, and I got really upset. I think Uncle Andy told me about it. Oh mate, he's got this and that going on, rah rah.
Yeah.
So I was a bit like, didn't know what was happening. So
Yeah.
I called him, and he's like. First thing he fucking said to me was, you should see the view from my hotel room, mate. I got the whole esplanade, no women in here bothering me.
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital dying. Right? In the hospital dying, and he's just like, mate,
What a
see the
view."
fucking view here, mate. Fucking ripper. I don't know if you like just awesome
That's
dude,
the kind
right?
of dude he is, yeah. He's a good lad.
He's a real good man, one of my favourite men. And
Great father-in-law for me, cunt.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. I've watched you play up in front of him, and he laugh at you and think you're the best.
Yeah. Not many fucking
You know.
in-laws will do that.
No,
Can you-
I'm
Can
stuck.
you grab me a beer? Sorry, bro. Just stop you there.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, they want to, bro.
Whoa, what do I look like?
Yeah, yeah.
Garbage.
Fucking.
The beer robot. The beer brother.
Oh, it just smashes bottles everywhere.
Bro, that cunt on the ground. You got the barrel there, Chris?
I think it's outside, eh?
Your vape will do the job, but.
Oh,
Ah!
on this
Sir.
The kick, the snare. Anyway, so Pa, back to Pa. That's my Pa, it's Jet's Pa. It's not Frenchy's Pa. Nah. And I remember.
Pajama.
I remember when I was younger, right? He'd have-
Barmy.
he'd get a new dog, right? His name was Diesel. I think we all know Diesel.
Diesel, yeah.
And he'd go out bush a lot, my pa. And he'd go, righto, there's things I need to, fuck you, I've got enough shit on me
Sorry,
here.
bro.
Nah. He'd go bush, and I'm from North Queensland where bush is different to, maybe other parts of the country where we got crocs and a bunch of other stuff, right? Snakes and, whatever. And I remember being a young fella, and he said, all right, we got this new pup, I'm going to take him bush, and I've got to teach him some new things,
Yeah.
Righto, sit, lay down, shake, all the normal things, right?
Yeah.
Nah, son, we're going to teach him to be afraid of snakes. I went, righto. We're in his shed out the back, just me and him, and he gets a rubber snake, and this might be brutal, but think about the long-term lesson here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's brutal. So
In
you
the
grab a rubber snake. This wasn't that long ago. This was like 2007. He'd grab a plastic rubber snake that you'd get, and he'd fucking wrap it around this dog's neck and nearly kill it with the snake, right? And then that dog never went near a fucking snake ever again. He'd throw it randomly, like, that table out the back?
Yeah, yeah.
Which was epic, by the way.
Yeah, legendary
Sickest family
table.
table ever.
Yeah.
And he'd throw it out the back, and Diesel would flip shit after it. Every time he saw a snake.
Fuck that
Plastic
shit.
snake, doesn't matter. He's out. He's gone under chairs, into cupboards, into that laundry. He'd be hiding, mate.
But don't you want your snake to fucking... Oh, your snake. Don't you want your snake to kill the dog? Other way around.
No.
Don't you want the dog to kill a snake?
No, because there's too much risk in it.
Yeah, why?
Well, fucking Nelson killed a red belly black snake in
Yeah,
our
but
house.
he's
That was sick.
Yeah, but that's
He's this
like,
big cut.
But that was a 1 in 100 chance that he would have got it. Snakes are fast as fuck. The snake probably didn't know. It was just going to the fridge, come out of the fridge,
Yeah, yeah.
under the fridge, hanging out, and
Fair
Nelson's
enough.
just going, hey, snapped him up.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a fucking dog that's 100 mile an hour like Willow, right, and you
Yeah.
go out camping, and Willow just spots a snake and plays with it, right, instead of killing it.
Yeah, he's fucked.
She's
fucked.
fucked.
Yeah.
She is. She's going to die.
Yeah.
So Pa just went, right, we're going bush, there's heaps of snakes. This is how I'm going to keep a dog,
Oh,
right?
that makes
And
sense.
the reason he wanted to keep it leads me to the next thing that he used to do with the fucking cunt. Right, there'd be a creek crossing on the way up to Cape. What's wrong, Chris?
Yeah, it's echoing, so you're not close enough. I could like
well,
hear
this fucking thing. Let me sag down here a bit.
Just bend your arm, this arm up a bit.
Right. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
there
That's a
you go.
great idea.
There you go. Yeah, it's echoing because you're
Fuck
too
me,
far
it's
away.
my second pod. I don't know what's going on. I didn't witness this, but Mum told me this about when Mum would go camping and go bush with Pa, and he'd pull up to a creek crossing where you'd have to kind of get out to just. I'm talking creek crossings that are just like a river.
Yeah,
and a
just
dirt road
check the
meets
depth
it.
and
Yeah,
shit
like there's
like
no
that,
like meter pole of water.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It was just like there's a river there. We got to get to the other side.
We got to
Crocs
walk
everywhere.
across there and check it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So he'd grab his dog, like a fucking baby, under the legs, and he'd throw it into a croc-infested creek, running creek, to test if there was going to be crocodiles in there,
So he could
walk into it. I thought that was absolutely retarded. Like, that is the craziest person in the world. Like, I love, like, there's times where, more than others, there's times I hate my dog, right?
Yeah, that's me every day.
Because you don't like animals at all.
No, I
But
don't.
like, I love my dogs. But there's times where you're like, I fucking could kill you easy right now. You're not eating tonight. Not really, but you feel that way.
Yeah.
And then I could never, if it chewed up my shoes, I would never throw it in a croc-infested creek and just go, righto, bud, let us know how we're going in this fucker here. I think that's mad. But that's the kind of man he was. Like,
But there's easier ways to do that. Instead
I know,
of throwing
like
your
you-
fucking dog in there, you can throw a log in there
could,
and
yeah?
go, oh, psh, you see the croc fuck
Yeah,
off because
yeah.
it freaks out.
But it's not moving.
Yeah, well,
but
fucking...
it's not guaranteed. You throw something that has a heartbeat and a brain in there, and
yeah,
it
well,
lives,
I don't
mate.
know,
Crocs is fucking. I agree. I think the black fellas back in the day, they used to throw rocks into the.
Yeah, well, I watched
into
a video the other
Billabong.
day. I watched a video the other day with
Outdoor boys.
Yeah, the outdoor boys.
Shout out outdoor boys.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah, they were going to go swimming. They had like Canadian fucking guests. I think you were showing me.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, before you get in, you always throw in a fucking log. Not a fucking live dog. Like, oh, there's a croc in there. Sorry, dog,
But
you're dead.
Tell me how you'd feel if you pulled up to a billabong where there's crocs everywhere in the Northern Territory and someone threw a fucking stick in there to check for crocs. If there's two different people there on the bank. One
Yeah.
threw a dog in. The dog came out alive.
One through a log.
And one threw a log in into a different one. I'm getting in the one with the where the dog was. Like,
Yeah,
personally,
you're right, you're right.
There's
That's fair.
fucking
That's fair.
panting, there's fighting, there's getting out of the water. Like,
Yeah, there's a bit of
stick
movement.
goes slap, like as if a croc's never seen a stick before, fall out of the tree and
That's
hit the
true.
wall.
Yeah, yeah. I get it.
So I'm not saying Pa was revolutionary in the idea of fucking getting across a creek. I'm saying he is absolutely insane
He's a
for
nutter,
doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just drive it. No, actually, it's probably worse. Driving, getting fucking stuck, and then not knowing crocs are there or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's when you throw your dog out. But he pulled up, went, righto, we're throwing this cunt straight in there. And he never lost a dog. So,
Well, we didn't go on the right creeks, did he?
well, maybe he did. Maybe he just brought a few with him and didn't tell the fucking boys
Just had
about
a
it.
fucking ute full of dogs.
Just had a
All right,
fucking-
you'll go next.
You're like 27 Nelsons, just like a little fucking rat of dogs. Just
Diesel
fucking
2, Diesel
throw it
3.
in there. All right, that cunt got more. We'll go down 20 metres. We'll try it again.
We're not going in that
4
creek.
kilometres later, this croc's like obese and just pumping dog.
Fucking hell.
Nah, but another one I put in here. I don't know how much of it we could cover, but it was life after death, and I wanted to just know what your boys' point of views were. Frenchy, you too.
That's deep, man.
It's cool. It's right. That's
All
where
right.
we're at.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
We're an hour and 23 in, so let's get deep real
All right.
quick. You know,
Well, who's going first? Of course you are.
I'll go first because I'm the man. Nah, Jay, you want to go first? What do you reckon? Get up to the mic. What?
You brought it up.
All right. So, I don't know. I reckon it's a hard thing because, like, where did your soul come from? You know what I mean? Like, don't you think that that's something that wasn't just crazily and come up with in that moment? Like, I remember when Maddie was first pregnant and, like, being pregnant and stuff, and you kind of get high as fuck and you kind of like, I wonder what soul and where it's coming from is going to hit my kids and what they're going to be like.
When
But-
you say soul, you talking about consciousness?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
your-
yeah. Just like who you are. I
Yeah.
feel like if you had a different body, you would still be Chris. So that whatever that is.
Yeah.
So consciousness, I feel like, is different to having a soul. Like
It's the bit behind your eyes, you know, that bit
yeah,
that's
there's
in,
something
yeah.
in there that has your traits, your morals, the things that you like, dislike.
Well, your morals, I think, are given to you as you
All
grow,
right,
right?
all right.
Whereas your soul is like something that comes from somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's like,
like
it's,
your
it's
personal
not you.
interests.
Yeah.
Say, you know, your type of women or who you're in, like all
Well,
these.
you
like,
think that's
No, but
your
I
soul?
think just as an example, I think it's very like, it can be very specific instead of because everyone, like, say if you put it into a broad term, like say Australians,
Yeah.
it's not really very precise on that certain person and what they're into and what their likes are because our
That's
likes
cultural, yeah.
but our likes are. We're the same culture. I grew up in your house under your rules.
Yeah.
We
So
like, but
that's
we like
not your soul.
but we like exactly that.
Yeah.
But we like different things. You know, it's due to only certain things. You know, our humour's the same, our manners are the same, all that kind of things the same. But our maybe taste in women's different, or our maybe like there's something else that makes you different in you.
Individual, yeah.
Right. So I feel like when my kids were being born, I was like, well, what part of that? Well, that soul. That's the definition to me of a soul. Where is that coming from? Like, what?
Yeah.
What is that doing? Like,
And
you
where does
know,
it go at the end as
yeah,
well? you know?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's what's led me to this. Like,
Yeah.
do you think it's for space, or like, do you think it's a different place, or do you think it's like an element similar to just a
Well, they say, like for a start, they say that energy is never
created nor destroyed?
nor destroyed. It's always there, right? So, that makes me think that, we don't disappear. Like, it's not just darkness in the end when you go.
Yeah.
And then obviously you come from somewhere,
So what do you reckon?
Do you think, well, I think that obviously your energy gets, when you die, for example, your energy gets re-birthed into the world somehow, into the universe somehow, whether it's reincarnation maybe.
Maybe.
That might be a thing.
Well,
or
it depends how good of a person you are in your
Yeah,
last
I've
life.
heard that. I've heard that
well,
topic as well.
Yeah, that
like,
comes to the
if you fucked life up, you got to do it again.
Yeah,
till
well,
you get
see,
it
that's
right.
where you get
Come
those
back
old
as a
souls
dog.
and shit. When you say old souls,
A
that
past dog, you throw it in the creek. Fucking restart. Worst death, worst animal. No, jokes.
But have
No.
you seen those videos where
Best
there's
animal.
have you seen the kids where they're like, oh, fucking, like it's on TikTok and shit,
Yeah.
where they like talk about being in the past?
Take
and-
that with a pinch of salt.
Oh,
But
yeah, I would,
If you
yeah.
were to believe it, that's wild, isn't it?
It's whatever
They're
you can
like,
think of.
I watched a similar one where they were like, this kid, he was like just talking, and he's like, I died in this way, and I'm back now, and then Googled it. Fucking short, fair dinkum.
Well, it was like legit.
Someone died in that
In that
same
way.
way, and that same day, and it was kind of like,
Yeah.
So that makes you look. Like,
Well, I think it's got to be two things. You either get reborn, because where is every country? So if let's say there's a heaven, right, which is
shoulder to shoulder at this point.
yeah, it's like stacked. Heaven's stacked.
Fuck
bro.
me, I just went to hell.
Hell's way more fun too.
You can do coke in hell.
So heaven ain't a thing, right?
But yeah, listen, heaven though. Heard that cunt
Oh,
turns it
Jesus does
straight
that.
from water to this.
Red
This
wine,
guy.
but
That's it.
Turns
So-
fish into bread too. No. Damn it.
God damn it.
Here you go, multigrain. Fuck. I had a fucking. Oh, we covered
Chuck
that.
your
eh?
safeties on.
We had a Spanish. Did we cover that? Yeah. Fuck. That's why it seems so fucking.
Yeah,
good.
so you've got to get reincarnated, like
You reckon?
unless that consciousness feeling that you're feeling is just in your brain, and it's not like something that's ethereal, like it's just in the ether that's floating around. It will comes from somewhere else, and if we're too smart and we actually think that that feeling in behind our eyes, that soul or the fucking consciousness is something. It could be nothing, but we just think it is, you know? That's another way.
Yeah, that's wild.
Or you could either get reincarnated. So
What about Bob Lazar's? Bob
what is
Lazar's
he?
thing,
Oh, where he's like,
where humans are containers. Sorry, I'm getting a bit sick actually at the moment, boys. But we show up and we get it done. Bob Lazar was saying that aliens. There's a big book on religion that no one's allowed to touch or see.
Bible?
No, no.
Not that one? No, a different
No,
one.
but there's a. Jet, maybe can you go into YouTube and go Bob Lazar?
This thing's dead,
Is it?
and I'm trying to connect my.
That's
Yeah,
all right. That's all right.
that's all right,
I'll
don't
cover
worry
it.
about
He reckons there's a big thing at Area 51 or whatever the fuck he's working at, where there's a big folder. This fucking
Blood
mad cunt. You can't see him. He's blowing nose. And there's a big book on religion saying that humans are containers for souls.
Right.
Right. So now this isn't something I believe, but as a point of view from that, what does that mean? Does that mean like aliens? They said that aliens are using humans as containers for souls, right?
Well, that's a possibility.
Right.
Like, we
but
don't know.
what does that mean then? Does that mean that our souls are? Is it like an Avatar thing, like the movie Avatar, where you are going and doing something
Well, that's
else?
it's
or
a
something
possibility. Like, we don't know. That's
yeah,
the thing. Yeah.
That's that's a wild.
That's interesting to think about.
yeah. It's scary, just as much as it is interesting. I
Yeah.
think, you know.
Well, do you know what I think about death?
What's that?
But everyone does it. So, like, I don't get worried about it. Like, a lot of people get worried about dying and shit.
Yep.
But for me, I think, fuck, if everyone does it, it can't be that bad. Like,
I'm not scared of dying, right? I'm scared of
not being around the people you like. Is
yes,
that-
yeah. I'm scared of leaving behind shit like my kids and my missus. I'm really not worried about myself when it comes to dying.
Yeah.
Anymore.
No.
Like, hey, you know, when you're a teenager, or early or whatever, you're like, fuck, man, what happens to me? Or you're worried about yourself.
There's
all the
there's a
time.
moment in time where you go, fuck, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're just like,
And you're
fuck.
concerned about yourself, selfishly.
Mhm.
But now, I think as you get older, naturally, you kind of go like,
There's way more
well,
other things.
Yeah, like I'm gonna miss out on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss out on this.
Yeah,
And
for
I
sure.
don't want to miss. Like that's the fear for me. It's like going too early and missing my kid's wedding or like
Yeah.
I don't like if I've ticked everything off, and I think that's what people say. You know, like when you're on your deathbed, you want everything to be in line. And I
Yeah.
think that's what they mean because your biggest fear becomes missing shit or not ticking boxes that you should have ticked, and that becomes a fear. I think if you ticked all them boxes, you did everything you said and you set out to do, death is just another chapter of life. and
Yeah, well, it's the last
get it
adventure, isn't
done.
it? It's
Yeah.
no? Like
Now, in that moment when you're dying, I'm sure that's fucking scary. You're going like
is it though? A lot of people talk about it being like a freeing
real
time.
like a euphoric thing.
Like-
How do you know?
But, well, they say it.
well,
They're like
nah.
this. They're like this. Oh yes, it's fucking sick. You know,
the death rattle.
you know what I love about it. You know what? The one thing I love about death, and I think about a lot.
Jerking off. No, sorry.
No, it is. Well, yeah, a little bit, but
It's awkward.
the
Necrophilia,
one
I
thing
can't
I
believe.
think about of death is how good is that sleep going to be?
Oh, the kip would be unbelievable.
You don't have to go to work. You just fucking sleep forever.
Mate, ask Frenchy. I'm the kip king, bro. There's
Like 3 hours of the day.
oh,
Wait, 3
if I don't have work at 8, I'm not getting up at all. Like at all, dude. There's a video of actual French and James and Jindy playing handball against my door, trying to get me up. Dibs, get up! They're playing handball. They're playing like squash against my fucking bedroom door. I was awake.
That's what I
Laying
mean.
there like, fuck me. Because you know why? Because it's wake up, drink beers. That's why. Because it's like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Frenchie's got the can in his hand. It was green and silver, but wasn't it?
What's
It
your
was
excuse now, cunt, though? That's not an excuse. Just working too
Kids,
hard, right?
work,
Yeah. So
fucking
when you
life.
die, it's going to be the best sleep ever.
Oh, I
That's
can't
what
wait.
I think about.
What
It's
about?
gonna
What
be-
do you think, Jet? What do you think
Well,
of afterlife?
Have you seen that video of when the egg meets the sperm? And it
No.
makes a flash?
Oh yeah, the Big Bang. It's like a mini Big Bang.
What?
Is that the
egg.
start of a soul or
Oh, we
something?
can't do
I
it.
can't do it.
Yeah. So the egg is like a super zoom. You
don't
were
know.
like
Like just a
Yeah,
chicken
well-
egg.
no.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
I thought you said an egg meets a spoon. What are we talking about?
Sperm.
Ah,
Egg meets sperm.
I'm like, all right, so you
You
get
boil an egg
and you put it in
and you
the...
put it on a spoon and you race. It's called the egg and
That's what
spoon
I thought you
race.
fucking talking about, cunt. Yeah, have you seen when you put an egg near a spoon? It fucking explodes.
My God. You put an egg in vinegar before with the shell on it? You squeeze that cunt into a bottle. I'm not joking. It's unbelievable. Anyway,
Yeah,
what do you
so
think happens?
Sorry, Jet, go.
Yeah, but have you seen that?
Yeah,
The flat I have personally,
That's
yes.
correct. Like, it must make, like, is that the start of a soul or something? Like, what do you know?
Yeah, well,
Right,
on the other
right.
hand, do you think that your life is predetermined before?
Yes.
So you think everything
I
that
think
happens...
everything that happens,
You've
I
already,
really do believe.
So you've already, like, programmed this into your life before you've come... Not you personally, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a... I don't know. It's already
think-
predetermined.
I think everything that you do and have done, you were always going to do and have and was going like you were always going to do them things.
So what if...
So like this podcast, for example.
Yep.
It was always going to happen even when you didn't think about it because your life is based on your next move. That next move is a butterfly effect in every way, always.
Okay, what about the baby who's born with fucking cancer? Is it predetermined?
God's fault. Personally, no.
We're not saying that's a bad thing.
No, we're joking.
Yeah, but
My
like,
boss is religious.
you
I
know,
love you.
you know what I'm saying though. Like, if it's predetermined, why is this shit happening? Like, is that
Count your lucky stars, dude.
well, maybe you've signed up for this fucking experience,
Back
simulation
to your
shit.
back to your reincarnation. Reincarnation. Back to that, right? And like we were saying, me and Jet were saying, if you didn't do life right the first time, you're like a fucking murderer or a fucking whatever. A
And
bad
that's not
man.
predetermined.
Come
or
back
it
as a
is?
cockroach.
Well, fuck, that's a good call, Chris. I guess that's an infinite
Loop.
yeah, of like, you just pull about a straw. You're born in Sudan, Africa, with fuck all, and then you're fucking Japanese robot building.
That's what I mean. Like, is it?
Here we go.
If
I've
BMX,
got the video.
Oh,
Here we go. Let's go.
righto. You gotta press
get
it. Press the fucking cat.
Yeah, come on, it's loading.
It's predetermined.
Anyway, I just don't know. Frenchy, you want to give us? Oh, hang on, we got it. We'll get your take on it in a minute, Russ.
Oh, this is the spoon.
No,
The egg and the
that's the
spoon.
sperm hitting the egg. See that flash?
Yeah.
So they reckon that that's very similar to what they would
Let's see,
describe
I'll
as the
search it
Big
up,
Bang.
So let's see the actual. Yeah.
That's a pretty good camera. We need one of
The
them.
Big Bang.
Zoom in on your cock, Chris. Oh, joking. Chris got a big dick. That's why I do too, cunt. What are you talking about? He's my dad.
Oh, shit.
All right, what do we got, Jet?
All right.
Read that out. Nice,
right,
high
here we go.
voice. Happy. Let's go.
Pronunciation,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yes, a flash of light, often referred as a zinc spark, can occur when a sperm successfully fertilizes an egg. This phenomenon happens when the egg releases a burst of zinc. How do you say that?
What is it?
Ions.
Hit him, Maurice.
Zinc ions.
Yeah, several ones. Zinc
I can't read it.
Zinc ions. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Which then bind to molecules on the egg surface,
That's, yep.
emitting a small amount of light. The intensity and duration of this flash can be indicative.
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 Indicative of the egg's health and viability. So
So,
So what do you reckon that is then? Like
It
is that
doesn't
just
really-
That's just
science?
chemicals, yeah. I think that's just science.
Yeah, it's just science. But it's,
well,
but it's
that's-
funny that it like
It
it's,
is
It doesn't
it is
simulate the Big Bang, cunt. That's nothing
no,
like
but no.
it.
What I'm saying is, okay, yeah.
It's just
I
like
got
a,
nothing there, Jet. I got nothing to stand on.
oh, that's the Big Bang. Oh.
Yeah. Dad does that every day with fucking putting the AC in with the power on.
Put active to neutral, cunt. See what happens. Yeah.
Watch I fucking create a Big Bang every fucking Harvey.
It's 10
About
times
2
bigger than
o'clock every day. I fucking do that. Nah, well,
Yeah,
other
anyway.
than that, Jet, what do you reckon, man? Like you die. All right, let me make this easier
Yeah,
answer for
asking
you.
the easy question.
Oh,
That's
shit.
it.
We're fucking flicking shit around here. All right,
What
this is the
happens
easy
when
question.
you
you
die?
die? Then what? Do you think? Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I think that you definitely come back. Surely, you come back.
You
as
come
something-
back?
You come back as some. Well, maybe not every time, but they say that like nothing should happen, Well, it doesn't make sense that anything happens.
Yep,
but,
yep. I believe that
Like,
too.
surely something happened. That's what they say.
I believe
surely
that.
something.
I believe that nothing that's happening right now makes sense. I believe that
Why?
because it's fucking mental.
It's
you look up
random,
in the
like, is that what you
sky,
mean?
it's space. No, but
Yeah.
like everything is so far fetched. Like everything just seems so far fetched.
But what if
Like-
it is just you just die and nothing happens?
But that brings me to another point.
But that brings me peace as well, just as much as it being anything else. Like
Yeah.
being
say-
been here, been done it,
I reckon
been
that's-
gone,
yeah.
makes me feel like mission accomplished in a way. The fact that you might be reincarnated feels like that there's you're not so special in a sense, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Personally, that makes me feel that way. Like if we're gonna just be reincarnated over and over and over again, then what am like
But then they say that, you know, like how many sperm go into like the womb in
2 for me.
ejaculation.
2
there's
at a time.
There's like
Hey, shout out.
there's like 100,000
Sprays are
sperm,
amazing.
right?
That's how-
100,000 sperm go in or some shit, and one's selected. How many?
Millions.
Millions, yeah.
Yeah, millions.
And one of those goes in. So that is not chance. That's a pretty miracle kind of thing. So the reason for us being here is at the start is quite a fucking miracle.
Far-fetched, essentially.
Yeah. So-
But when I say far-fetched, I mean, like, obviously it's a possibility.
Mm.
But I just, like, imagine someone told you that for the first time. Do you know what I mean? You're like, oh, well, this is how it starts. You'd be like, fuck off,
I'm the
dickhead.
man cunt.
Get the fuck out of here. 10,000 sperm, I won the race, and you'll fucking fuck off. You know what I mean? But you could say the same thing about space. You know, anything. It just seems, everything seems fucking so absurd.
It's pretty wild. But the other thing they say too on a similar plane is that
Like,
nothing exists until the human mind perceives it, right? So fucking the things.
here we go.
The things that exist. So like for a simple way to put it is, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, did the tree fall at all? Because
Yeah.
it's not there unless and
Unless
if you
someone
seen
saw it,
Yeah,
yeah.
have you seen the double slot experiment? You know that?
No, yeah, I have. Where they shoot photons through a
Through the
single
two
thing, but if you
slots?
don't look, it shoots
It's a
every
potential
randomly.
wave of
That-
possibilities.
That's unexplainable, and
If
I
you
don't give a
observe
fuck
it,
what explanation
it turns
you have.
out what you can see. So
yeah, I don't know about
that kind
Get
of
your hands
says.
out of your face.
I'm
Chris.
just
Jesus.
fixing my
No.
watch. So yeah, it kind of says like fucking, if humans weren't here to see it, it doesn't exist. So like, there's another fucking whole reason behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Frenchy, what do you reckon, bro?
Get up here, boy.
I'm scooching over here.
I'm out of here for this one.
Yeah. This is just like a thought process that I think about of like everything is just like a fucking pattern. It's like universe is a pattern. It started from something. It's built on that fucking pattern. Look at ants. Ants lifespan fucking whatever 20 minutes.
Yeah,
the fuck,
whatever it
like,
is. Yeah.
This is like in the grand scheme of things, we're sort of nothing. So like I don't know how this relates to
We're a flash,
life,
yeah,
life
flash
or
in the
fucking
pan.
death or whatever comes with that.
Yeah.
But we're just put to observe this moment in time that is actually insignificant in
This-
what is actually really happening.
time.
And this is like I guess it's like what makes it significant is the fact that I'm here to observe it on what you were saying.
Yeah.
Of like nothing matters, it's all probability, like on that double slit experiment,
Yeah.
quantum physics, fucking whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for a fucking go huck a little one.
Yeah, sit there.
Yeah, alright.
Frenchy's in the scene. Here he is.
Yeah, I've been on the
Let's give it up for
fucking-
Frenchy. Oh.
See, Maggie.
Yeah.
Let me bring this one in.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, this isn't really like a fledged thought or anything. I'm just like spitballing.
Spitballing, yeah, go for it, yeah.
But like, the insignificance of what part of the pattern you are is like the kind of the significance of it. Like, you're just here to witness this little part of it, and what you make of that, whether it's predetermined, whatever. If there's like the fucking multiple worlds theory or whatever, where everything happens at once and you're just traveling down a pathway of like whatever you sort of relate yourself to.
Your relativity to that moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because
Like,
there's the other thing that like we only our consciousness for our life basically we're only here for like 100 years. You know,
Yeah.
that's like the time span.
fuck all,
And yeah,
bro. The Earth's
that's
been around for
millions of years,
yeah,
right?
billions,
So
bro.
yeah,
like,
yeah. So we're just like a drop in the ocean. And I saw something on a dude that was like, he goes, oh, this is how I think about it. Every person I see is like, you're living in that 100-year we're
Yeah.
living in that 100-year moment together. So fucking glad to be here with you, you know, on the earth in that point in time, 100 years. Like that's because that's all we get. You know, that's probably not fucking relatable to the life and death shit. But yeah, what you're saying is like it's relative to what we're experiencing, and you know, like we have to be here to perceive it in order shit to be real. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like if you're just a vessel to perceive this little fragment of a pattern,
Little, yeah.
and like if that means like that nothing means anything, or if that's everything that it means, like that's to me what it is. Whether your consciousness is traveling through different worlds, or you know, like everything's happening at once, and what you're perceiving is just your consciousness going through whatever your soul is sort of connecting to or whatever. Like
at the time, yeah.
yeah, like. Yeah, I don't know, like...
I've got a piss too, Dibs. You want to swap?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're doing...
Let's do it.
Yeah, jump on in. We're doing fucking musical chairs.
Wait, no. This is honestly honest, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off. That's what I reckon, dude.
Yeah,
No,
we're here
this
to
is the
fledge
first-
out unfledged thoughts.
This is the first time in this chair for me personally.
Yeah, I'm sitting on your crummy chair over here, bro.
Yeah, bro,
fucking
full
half
of
your
shit.
regurgitated.
Should we break out the Winfield Green while we're here?
Break out a Winnie, brother.
Winfield Green?
The Winfield
Go
Green.
on,
Alright.
Bro, these headphones are fucking so much better than mine, dude. It's actually
Yeah,
unbelievable.
bro, I'm rocking the one ear. It was wigging me out too much having two on.
Yeah, grab on. Yeah, it's a wild time, shout while we got the break here, shout out to Sizzle. They set us up every episode. We covered this a bunch of times. Jet, lift up your shirt, stand up, let's go. What do we got here?
All right.
Got the baggy tee?
because I'm against the wall. We got that one here.
Oh,
The
yes.
cream.
Yes,
What colour is this shirt again?
That's khaki?
Khaki.
Army?
Khaki.
No, yeah, I reckon
Anyway,
so.
but the back's the thickest. I reckon you need to stand up.
Yeah, all right. Shout out to Sizzle. This is what we're running here.
It's very, yeah, I reckon it's so sick.
I reckon it's fucking sick as, dude. Another brand that we sponsored us day one, episode one. They reached out and they were like, "Hey, look, we know that you guys are gonna be the ones to say the shit that no one else really wants to, and we're gonna put you on." So Standard Squeeze reached out. They set us out with the double standard, the single standard, and then the party standard, and we use these guys at home. Helps us keep control of the piss when we're out and camping and doing all that fun stuff. So I'm in your seat, Chris. Hey, isn't that wild? I'm sitting over here in the corner. It's great, actually. Your headphones are fucking immaculate, eh? Frenchy, while we got you in the hot seat, mate, should we elaborate on how we may have met and what we've done here? I know that Frenchy, by the way, never been on the mic, never been on camera. I tell you what, mate, if you break out a Snapchat camera, this cunt's a fucking star of the show. So don't you be fooled, you know?
Oh, man. Fucking Jindy 2022, brother. Snow season. Met this fella. Turns out we lived in the same area. We'd gone 2,000 kilometres away to go to the snow at the same time. Turns out this cunt lived
15 Ks.
Yeah, 20 Ks away from him my whole life. Like, what the fuck?
Didn't know him.
Yeah, so how it started, man, we fucking get there, we rock up, and, like, I'm hell nervous at this point, bro. Like, never done anything like this. Like, my first time seeing the snow. I'm fucking got a job working, giving people advice on how to snowboard. Never seen the fucking snow, bro.
Mm-hmm. Selling, hiring out gear. We worked at a ski hire place. That's what we signed up for. And we literally had no idea. Personally, I'd never seen the snow. I'm from Far North Queensland,
me
dude.
too, brother. Me too.
And so we had no idea what the fuck was going on. Chriso's hitting the blunt, everyone. He doesn't want anyone to know, but he can fucking edit it out. No, but continue on. Let's go.
Alright, so I'm
on the
fucking
spot.
sitting on this table. Next rocks up James Sizzled. Shout out Sizzled.
Shout out Sizzled.
Yeah, James rocks up. He's got the fucking grossest kebab of all time. He's got first thing I hear of him is him talking shit.
Was it Euros?
Yeah, well,
Across the road?
no. I think it was a kebab bro from next to where fucking Food Works was.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's how I met him. So we're sitting there. Slowly, people are like rocking up and stuff. So we start doing like a sit around, like say your name, special talent, some sort of thing like that.
We'll say your name and your secret and your hidden talent.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so
The heart's
nerve-wracking,
fucking
dude.
beating. It's like, oh, two
How many
people?
people?
It's
35
like-
people
yeah, it's like
around a
30 people.
fucking. We had like there was 3 dining tables separately, and we stacked them up. Hey, we stacked them all arse about. So that was like fucking 30, 40 seats, and
Yeah.
that was the question. What's your
Yeah.
name? What's your secret talent? It wasn't. What's your name? Where you from? It was fucking, and I was
Secret
like,
talent,
I'm Dibs Reeve. I can do a backflip and I can handstand for as long as you want. That's what I said. Yep. What was yours? Oh, you can scull a beer?
No, that was
Jai,
Jai, bro.
bro.
I could do the belly roll. I can fucking do the belly roll. Hey.
Stand up. Let's go.
Alright, fine. Hold on, I haven't done this probably.
I haven't.
since that
I don't remember.
fucking
I don't
day,
even
bro.
remember seeing this, bro.
I think so. Yeah, but the fucking.
You had to have done that
Yeah.
to get here where you are today. Because that is fucking ridiculous. That is one of the most retarded things I've ever seen.
And the thing is, like, these cunts know me as Frenchy. No one in my entire life has ever called me Frenchy.
Really? So where
No,
did it come from?
it comes from this. I'm there, like, my name is Francois. So we're like, what's your name? I'm like, Francois. And this fucking albino blonde cunt from across the table goes, I'm not fucking calling you that. And then it started a thing of like people trying to give me a nickname, and Frenchy was like the one that fucking started.
Yeah, there's an argument of who come up with Frenchy. I'm
Yeah.
not going to take the cake and say that I did, but I definitely incited the fact that he was never going to be called Francois.
Bro,
I'll take the credit
a
for
month
that.
later, he comes up to me and he's like, "What's your actual name?" Because I keep
We're at the
thinking,
pub, eh?
yeah, you're like, is
Yeah.
it Ben Swab?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Ben Swab. I was like, fuck it,
He's
okay.
Frenchy's like, no, dude, you don't even know my name, bro. And I was like, nah, I have no idea, eh? But yeah, that was fucking wild. How that still to me sits in my brain as one of the best times of my life, eh?
100%.
Like
man.
I was saying to the old boy, I think a week or two ago, like we'd go to Woolies, there'd be like 15 people. Where you go like, I'd be like, I'm going to Woolies. Me and Maddie are going to Woolies, right? And like Frenchy would pipe up, I'm coming, I'm gonna go, I need a few things, and James would be like, oh, I need a few, Talia, Taylor, whoever, right? They'd start all piping up. You want some of this or no? You're right. You still off it?
Yeah, send it
It's
out.
like, come over here. And we lived in the snowy mountains of Australia, and I'm talking like,
Oh, it's fucking smoky. Keep going.
yeah, well, we make our own rules here.
There you go, brother.
Oh shit! This is gonna be a different pod for everyone that's watching, by the way. Yeah.
Fucking new segment. Smoke a joint, lose track of the conversation. Let's go.
Yeah. He texted me. He actually did text me, in fairness, saying I've got a tasty joint. So this is what we're doing. Back to our story, right? We'd go to the shop. Like I said, I'd be like, I'd call out. I'm going to the shop. I'll be back, right? And our Woolies was downstairs in a wooden lodge. Like it was, right?
Yeah.
It was like underground. Like you had to go down. Like the street
No,
level.
You're on level, but you go up and you're just on top of some shops.
Yeah.
Like we're just living 30 people on top of like a local business
Yeah.
trying to supply a wholesome coffee.
Yeah,
And we're just
the
like
post
fucking
office-
drinking beers at 11 in
The
the morning.
post office was downstairs,
Yeah.
and there's photos of us on the roof, sitting there getting blind, just hanging out, like. And our Woolworths was in like a wooden lodge. You had to go downstairs. It was like Woolies
Yeah.
hideout, and then across was BWS, who got pumped every fucking week.
Fucking 2-minute walking distance.
Yeah.
What, done.
So we were on the VBs there, and I think altitude had an impact on how drunk you got, like your air.
Yeah. It's like something to do with the blood oxygen. I don't fucking know.
It's
That's the thing.
It's an altitude thing, right? So we did a fucking carton of the heavies, VBs, the very best.
Very.
And we just fucking, like, I remember I'd go to work, me and Mads had work, and the fridges, we had communal fridges, they were a nightmare. Remember?
Yeah.
And we had hey?
Probably not good content because I can't hear you.
No, we can hear you.
I won't pipe in, but.
No, yeah, we can hear
Did
you.
people steal shit out of the fridge? Like, I'll be like, oh, that's
Mate, if Frenchy had sauce and I didn't have fucking sauce,
I think it
I
was
would.
such a thing of like, because I've done seasons after this. This first season was such like a, it was like a family in terms of like the fucking whatever. Like there's
You
30
all
of us.
walk into each
Yeah, like
other.
I've lived in that same place. That following year, like obviously met some good homies and shit like that. But that first year was like everyone was friends. If someone's out in the living room drinking, everyone's fucking out there. Other years you have your little crews. Yeah.
No
so-
clicks, nothing, dude. It was 30 deep always. Remember Holly? We had Holly. It was this nightclub. No, it was like a bar, right? On the corner. You know, it's wild to think about, right? Because we were there once. But this little bar on the corner, old boy. And we would go there with the backpackers, people we live, and we would fill the bar.
Yeah,
Like
it was
the
just
whole,
us.
the whole place
Bro, this thing
just
is
had backpackers
a little
in there.
twice the size of this room, fucking small.
Yeah.
We fill the fuck.
We'd
out of that
fill
thing.
it all. Everyone would leave. Like, you know, there'd be people outside and they'd be doing shit. There'd be a few people that weren't out, of course. Yeah. But the dance floor in front of the DJ, we'd get in. We knew the DJs.
Yeah.
We fucking drink beers at the house with them. Like Newey or Newitt. Well, I don't even know his name, dude.
Ewan.
Ewan,
Bro. Yeah.
I called him Newey because his name was too hard too. Newey and fucking Francois got their names changed. I said, "What's your name?" Ewan. I said, "Nah, it's Newey." That's it. But like, he was a DJ, and we go down there. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm DJing at 8," and we'd be like, "Oh, beautiful. We get off work at 6. We can drink from piss, have a feed, and we'll be down there." And we'd go down there. 33 people, I think we lived with.
Yeah.
And we'd
Bro.
like a fucking swarm of ants. And you could be walking with anyone, and they were your best friend. Like, that's how it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out anyone from Jindy listening.
Shout out anyone from Jindabyne, dude. And fucking my main three. Well, no, like it was you. Like there was little cliques, but you could. Like there wasn't if someone else came in, it wasn't like this bit of oh no, they're not here.
Yeah.
It was like fucking let's go. You got 2 shots.
Bro,
We're 2 shots in. You got 2 shots to do. That's how.
That's like the thing of the snow seasons that I fucking love it. Like about the culture more than Australian snow's shithouse. Like it's the worst snow in the world. Like you're not getting good snow here, but the culture there is so fucking sick, and that's like what makes it fucking we met like. The amount of lifelong friends I've made from 3 months I spent with somebody, like I'd recommend anybody to fucking.
Yeah,
do it.
I said to Jet, man, a bunch of times. I'm like, dude, you need to go and you need to fucking do it. Like, it needs to be. You got to. He's having kids now. That was 5 years younger than I was in Jindy when I got to Jindabyne. You're 5 years younger than the person I was there. Like that's gnarly. 5 years younger. Yes, I got there when I was 23.
Yeah, you were 23. I was 20.
He's
when
18.
I met, yeah.
5 years in his future, I got there, and it changed my life completely. No, Jet, you haven't barely had any. Right, we're back. That was a fucking wild little segment. I think that's a segment we can do maybe one every 50 episodes. Where we do the fried Frenchy episode, and we got the producer sitting on the ground and stuff. Look,
it's fun. You fucked my microphone up too, by the way.
Yeah, well, look, your
Jesus.
headphones were that good that I had to
You just
readjust.
sit down in the
I had to be
chair.
like, his headphones are good. I'm gonna fuck his mic. No. Yeah, I thought maybe that was wild, but every 50 episodes, that's what we'll get amongst.
Yeah, it's good. Just
you
bring
gotta-
someone else in here. Fucking let them on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Sizzle's coming in next.
Let them loose.
And goddamn, when we have a good guest in, I'll be like, and next segment. Welcome to the Fried Frenchy segment. And Frenchie goes, righto, cunts, off the mic. He's just sitting down here with Jimmy Judge, like, you're
It's all
smoking
good.
this doink and you're telling me about fucking snow and shit. Nah. What's the last topic we got to cover?
Well, we got two. You got to pick one, right? Mm-hmm. So we got like a sickness one. Like, remember back in the old days when we didn't have medicine? There's that one. Or there's the Pope being elected.
Well, I reckon we can cover both real quick.
All right.
So let's start off with I put this story in the notes this week.
Yeah.
Because when I was a young fella, I used to work at Ridgeways, removalist, not Heimlich removals, as you've heard in the past. Not Caboolture, Heimlich removals. We're talking Cairns Ridgeways, actually, which may be worse in a sense.
Yeah, it's probably worse.
You're not doing Heimlich removals, you're fucking doing piano removals. And that's fucking tough yakka, that shit.
That's hard work.
Yeah, that's hard work. But you used to work with a bloke named Fred, a.k.a. the Booger Man.
The Booger Man, damn.
And I made that name up by myself.
Yeah,
no one helped me.
Just recently, too. I haven't heard that before. Yeah.
No, well, the story, once you tell the story, the people know. So do you want to just let us in?
Yeah.
Now, this covers something that I also put in the things that might seem random, but sicknesses that,
never used to be curable or how you used to go about it. Like, imagine having fucking gonorrhea. Well, hang on. In like 1800s.
You went straight up there.
Yeah, straight to dick.
Maybe we should start
straight to
low.
dick
No, that's
germs, eh? No, but like imagine, all right, the
I
plague.
think there was a lot of that too.
The
right?
plague.
Plague, yeah.
That is not even nearly a fucking considerable
Yeah,
thing
I think
to
it's
get
like
anymore.
antibiotics fixes it. You know.
Yeah, you can get a fucking jab when you're born. You don't get the plague anymore.
Yeah.
Like
The
that's
plague
a
then,
fucking miracle. Like really, isn't it? Like, do you know what the plague did to people? I learnt about it in fucking history. It was medieval times. 'Cause it's classed as a date and some shit.
How's the freaking...
Bro, they had fucking elephant syndrome, them plague victims. Their faces were like fucking watered and disfigured and shit.
But how easy is the cure now for it, right?
That's what I mean.
It's fucking easy, yeah.
They, like, you're in the womb and you eat 4 apples and
Can't
it's fixed.
If you got a fucking
Like, it's that easy now. They just know. What the
in
fuck.
1600, if you got a splinter cunt, your life was at risk. You know, like you're gonna die, cunt. You know, if you
100%.
fell over and broke your arm and the bone came out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
They can't fix that, and
Imagine
you're gonna
that,
get
Frenchy. Just-
infected, bro. Like,
Oh my god.
now you got maggots. You're fucked. Cunt.
Jet stacks his bike how hard. When you did that time, your tooth hanging through your lip. I'm like, you're gonna die here today.
Just leave
That's
me behind.
fucking
Bro,
insane,
in
man.
1700, if you fucking went to the doctor and said, "Oh, I've got this problem with my arm," and you had like a fucking scratch on
wart?
it, just a scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry, mate. It's over.
Has
Say
that
goodbye to your family.
has sunlight hit that? Yeah, well, you're gonna
in
die
trouble.
tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. And if you don't die tomorrow, anything's a plus. And make sure you leave a review on the front of my door with the rock. No jokes. I want a 5-star.
it.
Can you just colour in the 5 stars that I've drawn, depending on your
With your rock,
with your fucking bit of base cement, just a bit of rock there.
dust that.
Well, you. Jesus, Frenchy's fucking fried segment's got me here a little bit.
You
but
are?
I am alright. Really good actually. But that
Yeah.
leads me. But so you work with a guy.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Let's
yeah.
go back to that. You
Well-
work with a guy.
Bro, I'm just going to tell you the story. Fucking, I think one of you kids was sick, and I was like, fucking man, the snot comes out, you know? Like, they choke on it, they were always upset. And he's like, bro, well, I don't want to do the accent. Let's not do the accent.
No, they're family.
We love you guys.
Say you love New Zealanders, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, sweet. So he goes, bro, I took me jandals. I fucking, no, joke, sorry.
I put them on the chili book. I can't do that actually.
You get
My
ice
boss is
out-
a fucking Kiwi. He'll
If your
smash me.
kid's nose has got snot, you go, no, this is what I actually said. What I do, bro, is fucking just cover my mouth over his nose and suck it out. I'm like,
Oh my god!
because you know that
Can you
kids
look that
can't
up,
blow
Jet?
their nose.
New Zealand culture, snot sucking for kids. I don't know if that's gonna. That might get you arrested. To be honest, that's a wild thing to type into Google, dude. Your history on Google is gonna be gnarly.
Yeah,
in a
just
few
go to
months.
history on mine and you'll see it right there.
Yeah, Chris has already been there. Chris has been watching videos of it all week. He's like, oh, he's got a good suck on that one.
He's
We
really,
call it- you
he's
know
really
the-
got some coverage there.
You know what the opposite of that's called is a hoover. If you fucking put your lips around someone's nose and you blow, a trumpet noise comes out their mouth.
Really?
Yeah, Maddie used to do it when I
No
slept.
way. She done it.
Maddie's
to
got a
you.
video of me doing, yes.
Really?
Maddie's got a video of me doing that, blowing on my nose, making, you go, like it's like a terrible noise you make, like the death growl that we spoke about.
Yeah.
And there's another fucking thing that you can do.
I thought Maddie was putting her face over your nose and
Yes,
blowing.
yes.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I'm saying.
Okay,
She's
it
like,
still was as bad as I thought.
on your
Yeah.
nose, and you go, do it to me now. Show you.
Nah, I'm not fucking doing it to
I'm
you.
just joking.
I thought you
I
had
just
to-
rest
I'm
my
like,
neck over this armrest here
Yeah,
and
come
you
here,
just
son.
blow on my face. Out me mouth.
Sorry, I had some eggs earlier.
Maddie has another video of me snoring and she just jams her fucking whole finger down to here into my throat. And I'm like, oh, and I wake up. Like a horrible shit. Anyway, what do you got there, Jet? What is it?
Well,
Oh, snot sucking culture. All right, what do we got?
Is this real?
Yep.
apparently Western cultures love doing it. No, they
Right.
don't love it, but...
What does
We're
it say?
Western, right?
What does
It
it
says
say,
the
Jet?
act of snot sucking, which refers to the practice of drawing mucus out of the nose using your mouth, is a culturally sensitive topic with variations of across different societies and even within the same cultures. Within the same culture. While it might seem to be a normal or even helpful practice, just in some
So
that segment really got me.
You got it. Read it. Keep reading.
yeah, follow through.
It's generally considered taboo or at least unconventional in many
Taboo?
Western
Bro,
cultures.
that's fucking gross.
Hashtag
cunt.
taboo.
Yeah. I licked my. No, I was going to go something
Go on,
crazy.
do it.
No,
Go there, bro.
I'm not going to go
Knock on
there.
the door and walk in, bro. What do you got?
No, I'll just fucking walk back out.
Look, I honestly would let my kid die before I did that to him.
Yeah, suck and
And
snot.
I love him so much. He's my favourite.
Yeah,
He's not my favourite. I love
Yeah.
my daughter the same. But
Let's put it in a scenario, Dibs.
Yeah.
If your kid's dying, and that's, someone says you got to suck the snot out
actually
of
though, I would.
it. Yeah, see, that's different.
Like I would do it if he was moderately sick. I probably would.
Yeah, not if he's just a little bit
even if he was
whingy.
gonna live. Like if we were miles from a hospital, I'd get amongst it. I'd just scull a bottle of red.
It'd be fucked. It'd still do it, but I'll be like this. Yeah, exactly. All right, son, you're all good now.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
getting
if
a little
it-
bit ill thinking about it, to be honest.
If
Not gonna lie to you.
If it was a matter of death, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to move on from that. What's the next
The
topic?
Pope.
we got?
We'll go to the Pope.
No, back to that.
Oh.
You had a mate named Fred. I'm good. I'm fucking crying and shit. I
you
get
good?
real ill real easy. Yeah. It's happened to me later years. High school, fucking whatever.
What were you saying?
Fred,
Yes.
a.k.a. the Booger
Oh,
Man.
the Booger Man, right.
Did we cover it? We did.
We
eh?
did, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, boys. Frenchy's Pride segment got us again.
He's got him again. Anyway, we're going to go to the Pope. Do you want to do that before we finish?
Let's do the Pope before we finish. Because let me elaborate on why.
Why?
Because it came up in me feed on Facebook. I'm definitely not a religious person, and shout out if you are, but I'm not. Personally, I'm not. I know Vensoir is here, so that's okay.
He's a Catholic. He's
He's a diehard Catholic. He's actually an extremist
diehard Catholic.
He hates gays and shit. Anyway, I'm struggle to find out. Same with the last Pope. Every time I see it, do they live in the they live in that smallest country in the world? It's called the.
It's a state, I think. Vatican.
No, it's not. It's a country.
It is.
Google it.
Google
It's a country. It's the smallest country in the world, isn't
It's a
it?
I'm
state.
pretty sure it's the smallest country.
It's a state in Italy.
Chris, you look silly. Same as land.
Damn, do I look stupid?
Yeah,
Maybe I do.
moon landing.
Wait a
same,
second,
same.
cunt. I've got something.
Ricky's
here.
looking at you,
what do
shaking
you
his
know?
head. Uncle Ricky's like this.
All right, wait.
Is it called Beanley?
Vatican City.
Vatican City.
I don't even know.
Chris is like, actually, it's not even a state. It's a city. No,
It's a small town in the middle of Italy.
in the middle of Italy.
Yeah, look, here it says here. No, I'm trying to make it up.
Yeah, I know already.
Oh, you did, yeah, straight up. Well, I'm not going to bother. No, the Vatican City is the smallest state in the country of
Here we
Italy.
go. Jet's got it here.
Yes. Made it up.
Yes.
Yes, the Vatican is considered a country. Officially, the Vatican City state.
Fuck, you're right again. I'm a dumb
It is a sovereign state, independent of Italy, and has its own government, laws,
State,
and
did you hear that?
currency. Shh. Its Pope, the Bishop of Rome, the head of the Catholic Church, is also the state of the Vatican City. So fucking we're both right, I reckon.
State, bro. It said state.
Well, I
but
don't
was the
fucking
first
believe
bit
it,
say
bro.
country? Did it? I heard country.
Yeah, it's considered a country
Oh,
because of
okay.
its laws,
There you go.
currency,
It's a country. It's not a state.
and other laws, currency, and
Bit of
government.
a grey area.
Yeah.
But did you know?
You can fuck kids there too. Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Because it's a Pope country. All right,
Did you know?
Jet, cut that all out when you go.
He doesn't edit, mate. Did you know that any Catholic, if you were baptized as a Catholic, you could be the Pope?
Right. Did you Google a bit of this?
Yeah, I have.
Because I had
I have a bit of
I had a few
research, yeah.
questions and notes, as we would have seen.
Yeah.
And it was, how do you get the job? What's the responsibilities of this job other than doing a prayer, a couple of cutlers?
Yeah, I think he's like controls, like he like oversees all the functions of them. You know, like he's.
But he's a part of a small.
He's like the
part of
headmaster
Earth.
of fucking Hogwarts, basically. Think about that.
So
Headmaster of Hogwarts looks after all the Catholic cunts.
Scoliosis.
Yeah, without the wands.
Right.
Scoliosis.
I pointed at Jet for a reason too.
Yeah,
He's heavy scoliosis. He walks like he's got a fucking short leg. That cunt. Nah, joke. Somebody doesn't.
Like a she has a
But I
short
just,
leg.
but I just don't understand the roles of what he does. What's the resume you put in for that? What you know, like is he rich?
I told you the resume. All you got to be is Catholic.
You reckon?
No, that's why I read that.
That's bullshit.
but
I'm
how-
going to be baptized and they're going to put me resume in. How many resumes do they get?
No, you have to be like.
He seems pretty onto shit.
You have to be a member of the College of Cardinals or some shit. You know how they're all cardinals. The
No.
ones below the Pope.
know anything.
You know they're like in red fucking robes
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
They're like I think.
Did you see the funeral?
Cardinals.
Can you look up the Pope's funeral video
It would have been epic.
with
cunt.
the red cloaks? Did you see that shit? It's like I won't say too much else on it. Jet, go to YouTube. I don't reckon Google's got the good. I don't reckon Google's got the goods.
You got this. and then just
Funeral
go here.
video. No, because Google wants to promote the cunt. YouTube puts up everything. You know what I mean?
Would not be here.
No, go YouTube. Trust me. Go.
No, so he
Go.
played basketball.
Go
when he couldn't do it.
strange. Go strange. Pope funeral video. Oh yeah, maybe that. Yeah. Go. Yep. And I just thought this was a bit fucking weird, in my opinion. Is that him playing basketball?
Yeah, it is. No.
I don't.
This one?
Yeah,
No, go down, scroll down a bit.
No wonder Francis's hands were stiff and floating in the air. No one realized that he failed to fulfill even the simplest 3 wishes after his
Can
death.
you hear that?
First,
Turn that
he
shit
did not
off,
want
Jet.
anyone else to see his body.
Yeah.
In his view,
We're gonna have to
this
cut.
was an
We're gonna have to
extremely
cut this.
private matter that should not become
Okay,
the
I'm just gonna
focus
click
of
the first
We're
public
gonna have to
attention.
cut the whole end.
Contra-
This is falling apart, mate.
No wonder Pope
Fucking hell.
Francis's
It's
hands
all
were
editable.
stiff
If you want to
and
cut it, we
floating in the
can.
air.
But I just want to
No one
see.
realized
we're
that he
gonna-
failed
it's-
to fulfill
we're at
even
2
the
hours,
simplest
cunt.
3
Yeah, yeah, we're
wishes
about to
after his
finish.
death.
Finish it.
First, he did not want anyone
No,
else to
Jet,
see his
Jet,
body.
turn this off.
In his view,
Bro, it's not.
this was
What
an
do you want me to show you? The actual funeral or?
Just go strange funeral cloaks. Anyway, what I was going to get at was these cunts were wearing like KKK things.
Oh,
These
like-
guys had red
like
ones.
the rose with the pointy.
Yeah. They had red ones, and they were carrying his casket out. I just thought that was a bit weird. Like I don't know what's going on with the whole Pope thing, and that's why I wanted to bring it up. I don't like straight up go like that's fucking silly, but I'm interested to know like why is it so important to where people that aren't religious are fucking getting fed it? You know, like it seems very like it's almost bigger than. I would argue it's bigger than the president getting elected. Like within the news, right?
Yeah, well,
like
yeah,
when the
it's-
Pope
it's a
died,
Catholic leader.
kids in Africa without phones found out about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like everyone knew.
Because it's Catholic religion, even in those poor countries and shit. There's heaps of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Catholics everywhere.
Mhm.
Vietnam. So fucking, it's a huge thing, bro. So he's fucking the leader of that now.
But
You know
why
what I'm
is
saying?
it such a big deal?
Not for me. I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah,
No, but not for any of us here.
Yeah, none of
Maybe
us.
Ben Swar, but I don't know.
But there's dedicated Catholics out there. Like there are a lot of them. Yeah. So you know what I mean. Like,
So you
he's-
think-
he's the leader of all?
Are more people on Earth atheists or religious? Do you think? It has to be religious, right?
Of course. Yeah. Religious
I reckon
for sure.
above 50%. Yeah, because you think of Muslims and all them people. You know, most like countries are completely. Like, is there any atheists within Muslim countries? I don't think so.
Of course there would be. There'd be cunts who couldn't give a fuck.
Well,
Surely.
they'd get killed. I think in them countries.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think is that it for us boys.
Yeah,
there might be
we've
some chopping and editing for you old boy tonight.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll
But-
work through it.
Episode 13, the first one of how many teens are there?
First team, bro.
10 teens.
There's not 10 teens, you bunch of retards.
There's
'cause,
9 teens.
12, there's 8 teens.
Okay. But you got the right amount of
So
teens.
you've only got 7 left. This is 13. It's been a good episode. We had Frenchy, we had a new segment. I think we already said that segment's only going to be one every 50 episodes, I think. You know, if you see the producer in the thumbnail sitting on the ground here, it's going to be a fucking ripper episode.
Yeah, 100.
Completely off the rails, and that's how we like it. Honestly honest, by the way. We appreciate everyone being here. We appreciate the sponsors, and we'll see you again next week for Chapter 14.
See you,
Big
boys.
love. Send love.
See you
Bye.
later.
Peace. Bye.